Hey there guys, it's Metro, and we are back. Server's up early. I plan on starting at 1 anyway. Just because we gotta get the stream in, so we'll go a little later. But yeah, servers were supposed to be down till 2. They're up at 12:30, so that's good. Jen and Dalgoritham, welcome guys. How you doing? But yeah, new coat of paint on this season. A lot has changed, I guess. I don't know what's actually changed, to be honest. So we said the corruption thing is not this week still, right? Is that right? Well, look at that, like, thick border with the... I guess that's Children Week or something. But anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's there yet, right? Spice Weasel as well, welcome. And Mike Nimmo, welcome. But yeah, so still no corruption, I don't think. But... yeah, that's not gonna sell. Anyway, we should have access to a lot more power now with the new changes. So we're going to be taking a look at what that plays out as today. Turbo Day. Feels like a new season. Oh, yeah. Does it really? Not that much in my eyes, but it'd be cool. So, yeah, okay. So everything's 6 of 8. Let's immediately look at like what recrafting looks like. Hey, Bickers as well. Welcome. We have a good amount of stuff that we can recraft. And we need to craft a weapon. We're going to start with that today, one way or the other. That's a BOE or whatever, BOA. Okay, recraft equipment. Oh, we don't have the materials, that's why it's stuck. Let's go get them. Try to recraft all this, I guess. What's up, Metro? Just finished my final chem exam. Time to grind. Oh, sweet. Chemistry, huh? Yeah, I did a lot of science as well when I was in college. Chemistry was definitely hard because we had to do like really advanced chemistry stuff, but I always loved the idea of chemistry. It always reminded me of alchemy in real life. And Mex as well, welcome back. Thanks for telling me about the servers being up because I would not have thought to check. Wouldn't think they'd come up an hour and a half early given how poorly things have gone with the servers recently. I was just finishing up a leveling challenge episode. By now we have a lot over on the second channel if you guys haven't heard about it. Doing some very interesting stuff over there. Same here, it's so interesting. There's so many cool things about chemistry that made me love the class. That's good. What kind of chemistry is it? Like physical chemistry or? Anyway, let's try to recraft an item. See how this works. Oh, we need to buy something. Is that right? How does this work? Yeah, we have to go buy that Gilded Augmentation Matrix. Yeah, good tip, Diab, thanks. That would have been funny if I just recrafted it for no reason. Honestly, we should probably also put... where can I buy that? Anywhere? Only certain people sell it, I guess. What's the TLDR in this turbo stuff? Haven't played in a few months. Not much, to be honest. Just more power. Oh. Wait, it costs 30? I guess it's like infinite now, but... well, no, I don't want that then. I was going to craft a weapon. We got to get some keys done, I guess. Well, alright, we'll do it just the one time. That's a lot. For 6 item level. I guess that's how much it would cost to upgrade the piece too. And then we need dusk thread lining, right? Is this the belt? The belt already has it, doesn't it? No, yeah. What piece already has it? Boots. We were supposed to put this on a long time ago, but I never got to. Happy Vault Day, everyone. Oh, yeah, we gotta open the vault, too. Probably have done that before I recrafted this, but... trade up your hero crest to Gilded. That's your thinking. Didn't even think about that. Good call. We got a bunch of those, I'd imagine. What is that? The ruined one, right? No. Yeah, it's gotta be ruined. We can go all the way up, too. Yeah, good call. Great call. Alright, we're gonna do that then. That's how we start the day. Get this crafting out of the way because I don't want to be sitting here doing this weeks later. Okay, still rank 5, perfect. So now it's going to be 681, perfect. Okay, that's that piece done. Now let's go and trade all of our stuff up. We should have an enormous amount. Let's open the vault actually first. Just in case we do something stupid that gets overridden by the vaults. Don't think the vault's going to give us much unless we get a very specific item though. Pretty much done with gearing. Oh, that's the item. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, we don't have to buy that now. Mythic Ringing a Ritual Mud. Sounds good. Saves us time on that. Isn't the belt going to be replaced soon by that new thingy? Oh, maybe, yeah. I don't actually know how that works, but probably. But it's just something we'll do anyway, because we got 2. So that's cool. Grats. Yeah, Azure, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Hello, Metro. Hope all is well. Like the video of the young lady you posted yesterday. Yeah, that was nuts. More than 50. It was 84 deaths. Crazy vault for the day. We can buy Mythic plus trinkets. Yeah, I know, right? We'll just get the other one, and that'll be that. Okay, so where do we do this?
I will answer the call.
Okay, so that's them, right? So we want to go all the way up. So we start weathered to curved to carved. These are, it's always the ones on the right side, right? Ruined? No. This is going backwards. It's the 45 ones. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so carved. Collect 15 carved. And it, oh yeah, and it cost weathered. That's the one. Okay, so we start with that. This is a great time in the season because you can actually just get this shit from world content. Time to farm those crests for the new upgrades. Yep. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long because all we gotta do is finish some keys. Shift click to buy multiple. Yeah, probably. Video yesterday was a roller coaster. That was crazy, right? That was one of the cooler videos of the season.
What do you seek?
Okay, how many can we buy? I don't know how many we can buy. Is it gonna limit us? We can buy a lot. Doesn't look like it's gonna limit us. So we have to just either do the math or just do one at a time. Only going to take a week of world content for one mythic item. Great time investment. Yeah, but it's cool on alts and shit. I like the idea of it. I was going to do like a leveling thing like that, but I never got around to it last season. I'm so used to playing the Wrath server thing, I was ready to DE the trinket. Can't do it. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Welcome. How the hell are ya? I got my wife addicted to WoW. I've created a monster. Really? What's the trick? I've never like been able to get anybody who's never played WoW before to come into it and love it. I've met plenty of people who have had it happen to them, but it seems like it's very overwhelming. I've introduced like I think 3 or 4 people to it over the years, and it's always like way too overwhelming. They don't play it for long. What's up, Metro? WoW weekend in the NBA, huh? I didn't really get to watch anything, unfortunately. You're talking about maybe the Mavericks, right? That's crazy. Now is the best time to actually play the game. Oh, yeah. Alright, and now we have 997. So let's just do the math. 997 divided by 45 is 22. Oops. That's that. Alright. What's your favorite fishing spot in the game? I'm not a fisher. I don't know. I don't enjoy fishing. I just like the reasons I would like fishing are the reasons I just like flying around and just chilling out, you know. So I would never fish. Fishing's like too boring to be fun. It's like too slow to be fun, but it's too active to just chill. You have a bound to shift 3. Oh yeah, that's not a button I press, obviously. 5th season in a row is the worst team. The worst team isn't the first round pick. Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, how does a team who makes the playoff, like, I don't get it. How do they even have a shot at that? It should definitely not be that way, right? Like, if you make the playoffs, you should not be eligible to get the first pick of the draft. That's kind of crazy. Does any other major sport do it like that? I don't even know how the drafts work in other sports, but I always thought it was whatever the worst actual team was the team that gets the #1 pick. Give me your crests? I don't think I can. Is that possible?
Much to be done.
I doubt that's possible. Most sports don't draft. Well, maybe like non-American sports, but yeah, I think all the American sports do. I don't know, maybe hockey doesn't. I've never really heard about hockey. English soccer doesn't even have a draft. Well, yeah, I doubt there's too many people to draft, unfortunately. Okay, so now we got the belt fully done. We will go with, we're gonna craft the weapon next, yeah. Hockey does, but playoff teams cannot get a top 10 spot in the lotto. Yeah, that's how it should be. I can't believe the NBA allows that. Does like every team get a spot in the lotto? Is that how it works? That's pretty wild. I keep going to this wrong guy. I don't know why I keep going there.
I have an extended supply.
Okay, so now we
goods for
need
Outlanders.
this. And then we'll need... It's gonna automatically? Or do we need to upgrade it afterwards?
My directive.
Recrafted all my stuff, hit 675, and now I got cheaper upgrades. Nice. Yeah, we're about to hopefully do the same here. Let's take a look at what we need to purchase. Need to make a weapon though. Guess that's fine, right? Is there a specific weapon? Just that one. Charged Claymore. Okay.
I have calibrated
Transmog, yeah.
prices to be reasonable.
NBA is gonna have a heck of a time dismissing the fixed allegations. Yeah, this one sounds like that's the case, right? Really crazy to see the Mavericks do that. That's pretty nuts. Oh shit, no, it's still crafting, or it's still looking at that one. Good afternoon, Metro. How do you find the mental fortitude? How do you find the mental fortitude to respond to all your YouTube comments? I don't know. It's like a stubbornness thing. Like it's like a goal, you know what I mean? So I have that goal and I do it no matter what. But there's this one fucking idiot who's just driving me crazy. I try to give people a long leash to say what they want to say on this channel, but this comment string has to be like 20 comments now at this point. This guy keeps accusing me of saying something. I am like trying to tell him, like, listen, if I said that, I misspoke. I'm sorry. And he's like, nope. It's like, well, dude, shut the fuck up already, my God, man. People are so fucking like, I think they have like something seriously wrong in their brain. It's not, no, it's nobody here, I promise you that. Do we know if 11.1.7 belt would be any good? I don't know anything about it. What about the Omni CD guy? Oh yeah, I don't know what that was either. Did he reply further? I just never saw any more things from him. Strange, like he's like, you don't use Omni CD, and so I type like a long, like relatively long conversation about why I use what I use on it. And he's like, I've never seen you use it. It's like, did you read what I said? Like what? Don't forget the reagent for verse. Yeah, I did forget it. Hey Chris, welcome back. I hope I'm well too. I hope you're also well. Some people just don't know when to turn off the computer and go outside. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like, I think a lot of people probably don't recognize that it's like a plan on the channel to read and record it, or to read and reply to every comment. So it's like, I'm not going to stop because that's what I do here. But you're like literally wasting like everybody's time. Like it's just a total waste of time. Like look at this. Might as well just like look at it. Really, really bizarre. Did he reply again? Oh, he did. Okay, let's read the whole fucking thing, I guess, then. Look at this, 21 comments. This is on the shit with the guy who came in and we totally, like, ended up agreeing. Look at this. The problem is you think... This is like, I don't even know what this guy's replying to at this point, but he says, the problem you think the fact that you recorded all your runs is enough to make it not anecdotal. This isn't a fact, it's your opinion. Other people having the opposite opinion isn't less valid. So I'm going to save you a lot of time here, and I'm going to tell you what I told him after 2 weeks of this, effectively. It's not that long, but 4 days now of me trying to conversate with this guy. Like, listen, I'm just trying to say I know more than that guy. This is about him and me. That's it. There's no, like, anybody else involved. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. What does he say now? He continues to say that he is not misunderstanding anything, and he continues to say that I'm wrong about something I never said. So I said, I didn't say that. He said, I said, what can I do to help you understand this? Doesn't answer. You just moved the goalposts. You pretending your argument was only saying you knew more than him. That's exactly what it always was. Why would I have the argument with him and not say that? Like, how does it even make any sense that you think I didn't say that? He says, is this typically how you debate? Make up what the other side said? I pray you go back, take all the time you want since you clearly have a lot. Go through every single comment I've made. Show me where I've said I know more than you do about the community experience. This isn't a debate. You are just misunderstanding. That's a fun comment, right? Are we sure that's not the same guy? It's not, yeah. It's somebody who's commented on the channel a lot over the years. This may be a hot take, but I'm going to try the new KFC flavored ice cream. That's not a hot take for anybody but your ass, brother. Like, that sounds disgusting. Holy shit, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Is that real? Where do you buy that? Anyway, it's craft. I would try it too. Oh god. Well, I guess that's up to you. Fantasy, welcome. Alright, we craft this. Bark, is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Alright, missive. Oh, we didn't get it out of the mail. Hey, Agio, welcome. KFC gravy, bro. That's liquid gold. Yeah, is it? I don't think that's healthy, man. I wouldn't eat that. I don't know what it's gonna flavor, like how the flavor works, but ice cream is already bad enough. You're not gonna digest that well, I can tell you that. Alright. Bark. Missive. Thing. Can't embellish. And so yeah, we do need to, in order to get it to the max, we have to buy the other thing too. Okay. What's your favorite food? Like if you ask like a general question, I'd say pizza. But obviously, there's so many different pizzas and types of pizza. Engaging with every YouTube comment seems like a perfect way to lose your mind.
I have an extended supply.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's definitely maddening at times. Like, that's why I showed that one comment. Like, that one guy sets me back so far. Like, there's hundreds of great comments, and then that one guy just wastes so much of my fucking time. I barely played since early Dragonflight and only a month of War Within, but I still pop in and watch. Always makes me tempted to play a bit. Oh, sweet. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Okay. Good. Hey, JL, welcome. Apparently Legion Classic will have Mythic Plus. Yeah, did you guys see the Legion Classic announcements? Holy shit. That's a huge weapon, by the way. I had a 658 item on. Alright, can we afford one more thing? I think we have at least to upgrade one more thing. Let's do that.
I have calibrated my prices to
Or should we just craft another piece? I don't think there's anything further to craft. Yeah. It's all hero track tier. That's the only thing we still have. There's nothing else to craft. Oh yeah, we also have to upgrade the alchemy trinket, but we need somebody else to do that for us, right? Oh, okay, that's kind of unfortunate. How do we, I guess we can do a work order for that? Let's see if we can figure that out real quick.
My thing.
You can spend all your crests on other crests to get gilded. Yeah, that's what I did, yep. You mean remix? That's gonna be so fun. Oh yeah, did you say Legion Classic? My bad. Well, that's probably also gonna happen and also gonna have Mythic Plus, but... Yeah, so I don't know, like, what are your guys' thoughts? I might make a video on it, but... Like, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, if I do nothing but Legion and Mythic Plus, is that like a, is that what you guys want to see, or do you not want to see that, or what do you, how do you feel about it? I guess we don't know anything about it yet, but should I maybe approach it like it's like a leveling challenge and just do it on the second channel? I would love to play tank, but the stress of knowing all the dungeon routes this late in the patch is a bit overwhelming. That won't matter for a long time. You can get in there and learn for now. I'm so hyped for Legion Remix. Oh yeah. You can just type LFC and link the item in trade chat. Yeah, I don't really like doing it that way. On the MDI this weekend, they hinted at an MDI for Legion Remix. Oh wow, really? Who isn't hyped for Legion? I don't know. Wait, can we not even recraft it? Yeah, we can recraft it. Okay. So we just need these things.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Watch Metro's videos for routes, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of info here too if you need it. I would love to play Tammy with that. I wouldn't mind to collect new appearances for Mage Towers. Yeah, I wonder what like transmogs and cosmetics are gonna do. Sounds really cool. Make one is more expensive? What the hell? You can reset them a ton and get a lot of practice. Pro tip for nervous tanks: if you want to practice route, go into follower dungeons and practice the pulls. Yeah, it should be soloable for sure as well, so you'd be able to do the whole dungeon, I bet. Well, I guess you're saying follower dungeons for a reason. I was thinking you were talking about Mythic Zeros. Thanks for the video. Yeah, Randy, that was like a top video of the season there, so thank you so much for that submission. I'm really happy it was your first submission too. I think that's the perfect way to start. Have you done the original Legion Mage Tower? Yeah, I did on my Death Knight. I think we did it on a few things. Bear, I think, as well. I don't remember all the ones I did on. I didn't really enjoy it as a tank. I would recommend doing the dungeon solo and not followers. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think followers would be a good option. Oh yeah, we were gonna do the alchemy trinket first. I was complimented for not huge pulling and good tanking in a 2, which was nice. Those kind of compliments are always a little scary though, don't you think? Like, a 2 is where you probably should do big pulls, like no matter what, right? But that means these people have had like terrible experiences or something where people are just like pulling the whole dungeon and they're getting farmed or something. Oh, you can't. Well, I guess I'll put it in the guild to be somebody.
My directive has been...
Need to hop off for a meeting. I can probably craft the alchemy stone. Oh, sweet. All right. What do we buy with dinars? What do we buy? I don't know, whatever you want. I don't know what you buy, but I know what I'm buying. All right, and then we recraft this next. So that is what we gotta do. What are you buying? I'll be buying the raid trinket to compare it to this version. Oh, my trinket is gone. Wait, that's terrible. Where's my trinket? We cancel that?
My directive is to serve you.
You just sent it, no? Well, I didn't know it needed to be, like, I didn't think it would take it until the guy did it. Because there's not going to be anybody doing it while we're streaming, so we'll just cancel it. Where is it now? Anything nice in the vault? I got a ringing ritual mud mythic, so yeah.
My prices to be reasonable.
Order canceled. Where's the item?
My thanks for your patronage.
It'll be in the mail? I don't have mail. It's on the ground? No, that's not how that game works. There's an NPC for crafting and crest outside the door on the right hand also. Oh, cool. Crest too. This guy? Oh. Yeah, that's everything back. Okay. Including the money. Alright, we'll do that later. Anyway, for now, we will do the boots.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Metro, can you explain the reason behind the alchemist stone? Good. Versatility? You didn't buy the auction mount? No. I like auction. I like the auction house as like a structure. I would never use the mount even if I had it. I don't like that whole like, you know, you do things that are supposed to be in cities out in the wild. I've never really liked that. Sometimes it's needed and helpful, but I don't like doing it day to day. Okay. Alright, so that's it for the recrafting of the stuff we actually can recraft. 681 in those slots. We'll hang on to the rest. Now we will go upgrade stuff that we're actually wearing. Proc has 25% uptime too, and they double HP potions. Yeah, the alchemy trinket's really high uptime, and it's, yeah, also really nice as Blood Death Knight because of the health potion. Any tips for getting out of the 9 hole? Just try to talk to your manager. See if you can do anything to move up maybe to the 8 slot. No, that's a baseball joke. Can't get any invites to 10s? Yeah, I would just do your own key. Yep. The thing about 10s is you're gonna have to you're gonna have to do your own key because there's gonna be people who are just farming them for weekly stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, so now we got that.
What you seek.
So what, that's a discount? Is that what you guys are saying? Nobody will join 9s. You have to 2 chests and 8. Oh, really? Did you complete the weekly for Dinar already? No, we haven't done any keys yet. Smoo, welcome. Would you use it over the Priory Trinket? Yeah, I would use it over any DPS Trinket. Alchemy Trinket's not a good offensive trinket, but that's not the only thing that matters in keys, obviously. Actually, might have enough to like upgrade everything here. Probably not, but it's going to be relatively close. Do you only play Death Knight? Yeah. So we're going to be a couple items short. This? Oh, we need the other crest? Awkward. Wait, oh no, we're just out of Valor Stones. Oh, okay. Well, that's it for today.
Farewell.
Alright, let's go do some keys. Thank you for the cooldown week war you made. It's super nice. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Got me thinking if I should get it myself as Blood. It's very, very good for Blood survival, yeah. Again, the versatility is huge. The strength proc is huge. It's very frequent as well. It's like basically like, it's very reliable. And then most importantly, it also gives something extra that's above the stat budget, which is the healing pot, which I use like hundreds a week. We're gonna go buy more too while we talk. But yeah, then we'll do our key and we'll get started on some progression, hopefully some better keys to come. Although maybe at this point we should start, yeah. I'm thinking after gaining all that power, people are gonna start being a little bit more lenient in 15s. Might take a few days for that though. And then next week is the corruption thing, is that right? Because if so, then we'll have to pay attention to that too. We did not sell the stuff that we were keeping for the alchemy trinket. It's this stuff. Although I sold something, I guess, because it was something else. Oh yeah, here it is. When is the belt of binding? That's 11/17, so we don't have a date on that yet. Oh, we got Valor Stones. Just 100 though. It's funny, I never use healing pots on Death Knight. And should I just think most situations I don't need it? Oh, really? They're like insanely good as Blood Death Knight.
To serve you.
I use hundreds.
My thanks for your patronage.
Especially on the pole, they're really nice. Because you don't have to waste anything big.
Return and
Leading theory crafter for Blood agrees with Metro on this being one of the best trinkets for Blood Death Knight. Oh yeah, Erastus. Yeah, I mean, it seems relatively obvious to me. Unless you actually never use a healing pot at all in a dungeon, it's going to be insanely powerful. Okay, we have DFC 15. See what happens. Double tapping health pots has saved me so many times on Prot Warrior. Oh yeah. All the trinket measuring tools put it pretty far down, but they only account for damage. Yeah, exactly. You can transfer Valor Stones from alt. Oh, perfect. I got tons of those. Yeah, the Wowhead stuff is like basically raid only.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Umbilicus tier as well. That was very generous of you. Welcome. Okay, we'll grab next. We definitely like Boomy Time, Starfall all night long. It's 1 o'clock. This is actually a pretty good comp here. We'll take Hunter. So that's our DPS comp. Jump skills, I watch them on YouTube. Oh, really? BM Hunter. Oh, okay. Did you need me to craft that trinket? Yeah, that'd be great. What's your name? Well, fuck. I guess I need to postpone this then, right? Or unless you can do it, like, seriously, like, right now. How do you transfer Valor Stones from alts? I think it's just in the currency tab, right? One of the biggest sanguine ground advocates you'll find. Who's that? What? Huggers beware, you're in for a scare. Why? Me? Oh, do you run Bloodied Blade or Sanguine Ground? That's talents? What is that? Yeah, Sanguine Ground, definitely. I mean, wait, what is Bloodied Blade? Yeah, I both, yeah. They both seem solid. I'm happiest when I have a Warlock in my group. Having both health pots and stones for self-healing just feels great. Oh, really? Should we take another Druid? Not really. How does the trinket interact with healing pots? It buffs it.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Thanks a lot. Date Mike. 7 months, man. Best WoW streamer and community on YouTube. I appreciate it, man. I don't know that that's true, but I appreciate it. Yeah, just buffs healing pots. Do you dislike Resto Druid Healer the most? It's grown on me a little bit recently, but just having 2 druids, I mean, I don't know. That's a good idea, you know? The trinket had me very excited now. Maybe I should get it. Yeah, I think you should. If you're having any trouble surviving and you use health pots, like, regularly, then you should get it. Like I said, that like, the health pot is, like, it's free. It is not part of the trinket stat weight, so you're getting extra value. Can you do a public order real quick or personal order? Yeah, I'll do one. Yeah, you can't do a public order. Then that was the problem.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Oh, I sold the thing. Or used it? I don't have any further to get, right? Yeah, I don't have enough to get it now, so... Or do I? Is it 30? It's 30 exactly. What button is your healing pot bound to? Shift C?
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlander.
Honestly, don't like that we just got all that done in one day, though. Or once, not even started a key yet. What is it? Oh, you must provide a commission, yeah. Okay, you're gonna do it, right? The player does not exist. What did we do wrong? It's 2 words, probably. Nope. Space in between the things. I sort of want the Alchemy Trinket, but I really like the Priory Signet and Sephorium for the on-use and lots of crit. Oh, yeah. Is there any way to macro healing pots into your rotation? No, that would be terrible. Have to be on the same server cluster or in the same guild? Oh, really? You can only do crafts in the same realm. Ah, okay, so not possible. Well, I appreciate the effort. Thank you. We'll do it. We'll get it done some other time. Yeah, they're obviously on a CD, but... Good afternoon, Metro. Good luck this week. Alex, thanks, man. Don't macro your health pots into your rotation. They're not on the GCD anyway, so you'd have them handy on another bind and slam when needed, yeah. Also, faction locked, too. You could cross Realm Crash, but you have to do it via guild invite first, yeah. There's people in our guild that can do it. I'll just set it there, but they're not going to be online right now, so. I can't do it while we're streaming. I'll have to do it later. How many mythic items do you have? I don't think I'll be able to upgrade everything day 1. I have everything but the gloves at Mythic Track now. Oh, we didn't do the neck either. We're going to do the neck, too. That one I don't know anybody, so I guess I would... Alright, let's take the druid. That one I'll have to, I guess, spam trade chat. Don't macro your cage well. Yeah, you don't want to do anything like that. This is a bad idea. Because it's literally going to use it when you're at like 99.9% health. Like, that would be useless. If you want to toss my Alchemistic Guild invite, I can craft it after your dungeon. Oh, I don't think I have the ability to invite people to the guild, unfortunately, but... all good, I'll just, I don't know, we'll figure it out. 677, that's awesome. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's not that high now, really, but... we still have a lot of, I need a lot more, currency to upgrade the rest of the stuff. Good luck on the run, thanks, man. Thanks for trying to help, too, I appreciate that. Are these eye level upgrades from the event permanent? No, they go away as soon as you log off. What kind of question is that? Yes, they are permanent. Permanent, for sure. Are you going to be 680 with all upgraded? Yeah, the only problem is the hero track piece, but other than that, I should have 680 in every slot. 684, actually, yeah. I have to figure out, I have to find people to craft those 2 items. What'd you buy with dinars? I haven't done any keys yet. Do I have a quest for that? Where's the quest? I'm not really in a rush for the dinar thing. If you have issues using your health pot, there's a weak aura that will give you a glowing icon and a sound when your HP is low. Oh yeah. There's the quest. An established group of just a bunch of you, really, or just a bunch of you, really, ready to help out pals in Undermine. Help clear out the worst of the competition and we'll make it worth your time. Complete the task and collect a special reward from the consultant Rexy outside of the Dornagal Treasury. Limited time offer, some restrictions apply. Huh. Corruptions are out? No, I think that's next week now. There was a poster next to the bank. That's why we were supposed to get it, but I guess we got it that way too. Oh yeah, we got Transmongar's Sword. That's what you were saying before, probably. What'd you get in your vault? I got the Ringing Ritual Mud Mythic. It's actually a downgrade right now, though, because I didn't upgrade it yet. But whatever, we'll keep it on, just so I don't accidentally do something stupid like vendor it.
I have many lucky tools you like. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
I love the auto potion add-on. Yeah, I have that as well. It's really nice. Okay, let's see what the key looks like with what did we even gain? I don't even know how much item level we started at. I probably should have paid attention to that. Not a ton, I don't think, but it's definitely a lot. Most we've gained in any week for a long time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Would you consider running raid now? No. No raiding interest. You were 671. Oh, really? That's crazy. You think 17s are gonna be the new 15s? I don't know about that, but maybe. Like I said, the keys, like, I get they're gonna be easier, but I don't really think they're gonna be that much easier. Like, people suck at actually doing bosses. That's the biggest issue. You know what I mean? That's reliably the biggest issue. And shit like this, like, just not dying while mobs are being gathered. There's no way to, you know, outskill that or outgear that. In Metro, started playing Blood and copied your talents that, and noticed you don't run A-Bomb Limb. How come? I don't like it, yeah. I don't feel like it has any place for me. We get more damage, but also more HP. But almost no more HP. So people that die will continue to die and deplete. Oh, really? Yeah, we don't really gain much HP? Okay.
Beware.
That first pull is so frustrating. There's always a DPS who starts going ham when I'm gathering. Yeah, it's funny because I used to not do it that way. And then, like, everybody's like, you gotta start doing it that way. And now I do it that way and people still constantly die. Don't forget you can turn in lower crest. Yep, we did that. Red arrow says 672 from the start of the stream. Gotcha, cool. So we gained 5 item level. That's pretty huge. Why would item level not equate to HP? I think it doesn't equate as much as what you're saying.
Beware.
Especially since a lot of the stuff is like stuff that doesn't have stamina, right? Like you're upgrading trinkets and stuff. I'm not, there's only that really, but yeah. Huge pull time. Well, that was just weird. I don't know why that even happened, but those small guys didn't come down. Blizzard forcing me to do delves for the belt makes me sad. Ah, they're not forcing you. It's definitely going to be one of those small upgrade things that I think a lot of people are going to look at as mandatory, but it's probably not going to make that much of a difference. But it sounds like it would actually be fun delves, so I'm actually eager to see what it looks like. Whereas the current delves are so like bizarrely boring and easy that I would definitely not do them under any circumstances on this character.
Beware.
People talking about it being good for season 3 already. Oh, really? I really doubt the belt will be any good into next season like the ring was. Why? How come? Torghast was more fun than delves. Torghast was one of the most fun things they've ever made, so you won't hear any debate here.
Beware.
I am going to get the 500 delve achievement, whether there's a belt or not. What is that? And there's a 1K achievement? Oh, really? What, to just finish 500 delves? That's a lot, I guess. Not that I care, but these 0.5 and 0.7 gimmicks are really silly. Oh, really? I think they're good to keep people engaged as the season draws. Like, They could do way shorter seasons, but I don't think that's like beneficial to anyone either. I think it's better to just keep the season being cooler for longer. So this is really a good idea. Oh god, does that reset there? I just slam from the big guys. I thought the slam from the big guys dealt a lot of damage. I don't know, guess not. What is about a belt? Yeah, you know how there was the ring in the previous season? It's gonna be a belt this season, and it's gonna be from Delve content. Brand's potions just make you unkillable, even as DPS. Oh, really? There was some debate about that a while ago, saying that tanking was the only one that was actually easy in Delves, and DPS was hard, but I've not done it, obviously. There's a lot of shit you can just stand in as a tank and not a DPS. Oh, really? You're talking about in that dungeon? Yeah, obviously. I wouldn't recommend standing in that as a tank, or as anything but a tank. Is it better to use Bone Storm as soon as you have Dancing Rune open to get the CD rolling ASAP, or is it better to wait for Dancing Rune open to wear off? Yeah, it doesn't. This spell does almost nothing. So you just want it to be there to get better Dancing Rune open uptime. It doesn't matter when you use it, I don't think. Range DPS is definitely really bad in Delves. Melee is way more reasonable. Oh, really? I imagine range would probably be better because you don't have to face tank shit, right? They're exaggerating DPS is just as easy because Brand's potions are a stacking heal over time. Oh, interesting. Good thing you had those 2 druids. For what? One died, the other rezzed. Oh, I thought I rezzed him. Yeah, I rezzed him. Better. Bone Storm can help in keeping aggro when you pull if the only thing that the rest of the group is doing is looking at the mobs. If they even whisper, then that won't be enough. Yeah, it's a very bad spell.
I know this place. Old Wakebeard's been here forever. Didn't trust nobody. So mean.
Delve gameplay as a healer is really boring, I can imagine.
Quick, faster. I'll catch up.
Beware. Beware.
Bone Storm was really good in BFA Season 1. Yeah, I remember that. Those days are long over. Yeah, that's going to be the last time it was ever good, too. And I think it really only got nerfed because they did that Season 2 affix. They nerfed, after Season 1 of BFA, they nerfed a lot of things that did, like, you know, exponential type, uncapped AoE type thing. And it was because of the Bonsomdi affix that was going to spawn, like, 25 mobs. So that was really, if they didn't do that affix, Bone Storm might still be what it was back then.
Beware.
What are your opinions on the Prideful affix? Oh yeah, I loved it. It was the hardest of the seasonal affixes from Shadowlands, but it was the most flavorful one for sure. Taking a break from a business meeting, just hopped in to say I had 3K rating last weekend on my Death Knight thanks to watching and learning from you. I appreciate that, but I don't take credit for that. You did it on your own. I am really glad that you did it too. If you have any questions, let me know. Are we still able to get the heroic dinar items from doing LFR bosses? Yes. Would you expect them to like change that last second or something? People would go fucking mental if they did. Salutations, let's Corpo. What's up, buddy? How you been? People spawning multiple prides will always be hilarious. That I've never actually seen outside that one clip, but that clip is kind of famous now, I guess.
Beware.
clip was too funny. There's so many good moments from Shadowlands, dude. Like, oh my god. Shadowlands Season 1 was great, but honestly, like, every season was just unbelievable. Chock full of great moments. Rifle was basically a free damage boost before bosses. It definitely wasn't free, unfortunately. That was the problem. It was the hardest one because it actually could kill you and you had to commit CDs to it. So it was kind of not a big gain at times. But yeah, if they just made it easier, I think it would be loved. Poor guys thought he can get double Prideful. Would have been an interesting mechanic though. To get Mythic Track Dinars, you have to do 12s, or did I? Yeah, you have to have a Resilient Keystone, you know. For Mythic Plus at least. For rating, you have to do a lot more. Some Pridefuls would spawn mid-packs. Yeah, I mean, that was why I liked the season so much, because the tanking was super important. Like, your routing was incredibly important. And it was, like, incontrovertible. Like, you couldn't argue with the route, you know. If you tried to argue with the route, you were going to wipe to Prideful, basically. Yeah, we listed here, yeah. Prideful was percent based. Yeah, you'd have to make a route around it. It was really cool. That was my favorite, like, affix ever because of that. It was like that for the Bronzandi affix too, which a lot of people liked for that same reason, I think. A lot of the bosses were tuned around the assumption you knew you'd have Prideful. I think a lot of the bosses weren't originally tuned around that, but then they just didn't nerf some bosses. Like the second boss in Spires was the biggest one. That boss was like effectively impossible without Prideful. And then once they removed Prideful, they're like, oh yeah, we can't. Like, it can't exist, you know? It's too hard. So they completely redesigned the fight's difficulty effectively. So I think it wasn't originally supposed to be like that, but then once people all used Prideful on it, they just kept it that way. What's your take on the Nazoth mini-boss portal skip affix? I liked it as a concept, but unfortunately the community's like propensity for overthinking routes made it be very unfun. Whoa. Made it be very unfun, because then you'd be like trying to do something and people would be trying to, like, there was people like literally they would taunt the mob off me and try to drag it on their own and shit. It was like insane. The weird shit that went on in that with that affix was really hard to watch. Sanguine Depths second boss was another rough one without pride. Yeah. First boss on the other side, no pride, no bloodlust, no party. Yeah. Hakar was, yeah, really, really hard. And the hard part about Hakar was the damage up front was not the most important part. I still have nightmares about the time. Well, like clocks in general. A melting clock is like a well-studied dream for whatever reason. Legion Remix, crossing my fingers, it's good. I mean, it can't be bad, right? Like, Mob Remix was one of the coolest fucking things I've ever done, so. What is that Firebird? That's a pet, hunter pet. Might be a BM specific one, I don't know. Car was all about bursting the shield, yep. Unfortunate part with Prideful was that it made the routes really toxic. People would lose their shit and leave if something was added. Yeah, and see, I like that about it. I wouldn't say that's toxic. Like, that's the job of the tank at the end of the day. So if you end up pulling something and the tank doesn't have any way to change that, then that's it. You fucked up, you know? I just hope they don't use the same generic stat item from the ability gems for Legion Remix. They probably would use that because those were just like, that was not the main way that you empowered your character. I thought it was going to be, but that wasn't. So I assume that will stay. Like all the ideas from Mop Remix should stay, I think. Or I guess they can try to iterate on them and make them even better, but I don't think there was anything that needs to be removed.
This is it. Court of Candle King. Teach me a lesson.
Beware. 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 Beware.
To be fair, every time you don't do a skip because you don't think it's consistent enough in pugs, I wouldn't be doing that if we had pride. Yep.
Beware. Beware.
Death Knight damage is kind of popping. Oh, really?
Beware.
Apparently this trash is hard all of a sudden. I don't want to run back there, I think.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Demon Hunter released the second he was no longer number 1 in DPS. That's Mex. I think you probably heard what I said on stream and did it, but not sure what took him so long, honestly.
Beware.
Okay, no loss for the fight, unfortunately. Big issue.
No take candle. Wax and ruin.
Hey, Reports, welcome. Druid's pretty good this fight, probably, yeah. Already missed one, though. And of course, the Druid doesn't have an interrupt. Should have noticed that. Metro, are you a roller coaster enjoyer? I really like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but no, I don't really ride any rides. I have like a pretty severe problem with heights. Even just like, I think it's almost like more like a vertigo thing than anything, but just like going upward fast is like really makes me feel nauseous and uncomfortable. Roller Coaster Tycoon was the shit. It's still the shit. There's a thing called Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 that is like basically like a fan-made recreation of the game, effectively. It's hard to explain, but it's fucking insane. Like it's, yeah, you can do anything you want with it. All of a sudden, it's really cool. Are you good with planes? I've only ever been on a plane once, and I didn't really have much of an issue with it. You don't really feel like you're going upward. I loved Open something Tycoon, probably. I don't know, TTD, but I know they did it with a bunch of games. Do you get vertigo coming off an elevator? Yeah, and an escalator too. Like I feel like a weird feeling whenever I. Same thing with escalators. That's actually, it's way worse with escalators. Transport Tycoon. Oh, okay. Yeah, escalators are like my fucking nemesis. Like, I went on one for the first time in like probably over a year last week, and it was like I just have like a lot of problems like looking at it, moving, and staying. Like I don't even know, but I often miss the step. I've fallen on escalators many times. I just had 24-hour vertigo episode. Oh, really? It's long. I don't know how does that work out? That sucks. 3.3 million HPS. Yeah, that druid did the job. Did the Hans and Franz boss and WAD mess you up? No. I've never had any issues with bosses. Nothing ever in WoW has ever been a problem.
Darkness cannot time to flee. Flee to freedom. We can use big candle cart to escape.
Oh. No candle anymore, right? I wonder how long before the dreaded Augs make their way back to regular keys. Seems like a lot of people are talking about them again, which is a bad sign. An escalator can never break, it can only temporarily become stairs. Yep. Mitch Hedberg, one of the best. One of the best. What is this guy? Lim Flam the Cowardly. An achievement of some sort? Escalators are dangerous, yeah. Their participation in Mythic Plus tripled with the last reset. Oh, there's 3 people playing now. I don't know, man. Rumor has it some escalators in China did break. Oh, really? Was that a joke? Put a map on the wall and put pins in every location I've been to, but gotta first travel to the top 2 corners of the map so it won't fall down. Yep. That's another good one. Yeah, he's right too about that. What if an escalator goes in reverse? I don't know. I got out in 2011. So it's been a while. Oh, you guys are talking to each other about some shit. I've had 2 Augs in my alt groups this week. Oh, yeah. Details show their estimated addition now. I think it always did, right? It's for a long time it's done it at least. There's more Augs playing than Affliction Warlocks. Really? Where do you see that? Certainly not the stats we're collecting are showing that. Metro the Army is huge, and so is Fort Bragg. Are you talking about Army stuff? Got it. Yeah, I don't know shit. What's happening? What the, everybody just left the cart. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was the thing. That might be the key right there.
Quick, grab some dynamite and wait for me.
Had an evoker troll my key. He signed up as dev and switched to Og before the key started. That would have been an amazing video to record and send in. That would have been an insanely good video for the channel. Especially if you had like actual proof that you looked at him as dev and then switched it. Oh my god, that'd be like a top video of the expansion. Given our problems with the balanced druid problem a while ago. China had a string of unfortunate accidents where people were getting killed by malfunctioning escalators. What a terrible way to go. Oh my god, I can only imagine. What, did they get stuck in them or something and they ripped up? I would have kicked him. The key be damned. Yeah. The first notes of the boss chase music reminded me of the Maw. Yeah, it does sound like it actually. I agree. Sounds like Shadowlands. That's just all this guy. Well, I guess we have to try to bring it to the boss.
Darkness descends.
The kid is back in the escalator again. Oh yeah. Hey, Jix, what's up, man? How's it going? First cast off tomorrow, sweet brother. Hope it goes well for you. It turns from stairs to a meat grinder very fast, I can imagine. I'm 90 hours into the game on EXP33. I'm super addicted. That's cool. Is it still like your first playthrough, or where? Like, is there a lot of replayability to the game, or I don't even know how it works? In the total 5% of players and levels. Topped, probably. Oh, yeah. Open world on New Game Plus to upgrade and find a lot. Ooh, New Game Plus. We love that. That's cool. I love a New Game Plus. Sounds like a great game. I just don't like the setting of it whatsoever, so I probably would never play it just for that reason. But if they made like an actual traditional fantasy MMO RPG or single player RPG like that, it sounds like it'd be amazing. I wish I could record, but I have a super old laptop, can barely handle WoW. Honestly, if you can handle WoW, you can record, but yeah, if the game's already laggy, then I guess probably not. I can't find a fault in the game yet. Nice. 33 looks cool, but I just can't get into turn-based combat. Oh, I see. I love turn-based combat. That's like the #1 reason I was going to play it, even though I don't think I would like the game outside of that. You can macro click extra action button, so you wanted to click it. I know. This group does not like to press AoE stop, so no. I've heard a lot of people dislike the story. Oh yeah. I don't know much about the story, but the setting and what is going on in the game and the whole thing, I don't think I would like at all. Combo set up buff counters, timing, etc. It's far better than normal turn-based. Yeah, it almost looks like a little too active for me from what I've seen. It's like disguised as turn-based combat, it feels like. Well, do we have it? $55 it dies, right? Yes, we do. Alright, that one I think we can comfortably say was due to the buffs that we have gotten. Because we only made it by 30 seconds or something. Oh, the chest just like disappears now. What the fuck? That was definitely an item level increased timed key. Yep, absolutely. How do I get the new belts? That's not for this patch yet. That's for 11.17. Nintendo's site is fucked. Can't load the GameCube controller page. Puts it in a wait. Oh, really? They have all kinds of stuff going on with their websites nowadays. It's really weird. Okay, well, let's get the spreadsheet up. What came out today? I have no idea. Believe the belt, when it does come out, will be from Delves. That's correct. Mario 40. It's the same from Nintendo. It's all the same from Nintendo. Oh, you're making fun of the company. I got it. Okay, we got DFC 15 upgrade. Back to week 1. Restoration Druid. Havoc. BM Hunter. And Bombkin. An upgraded 15. You actually did it? Yep. I mean, obviously we're probably gonna have no problem getting all 15s now with the buffs and everything that's coming. Oh, we got Workshop 16. Nice. What are you getting with the dinar? I'm gonna get the tanking trinket, yeah, from the raid. Where do we buy it? They floundered. The GameCube controller launched last night. It was supposed to go live at 1200, but it's 158 and it's still not there as far as I can see. Oh, really? They're the only place you can buy one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can come on the pally. It's fine. It's near the vault. Oh, yeah. The bomb suit? Yeah, bomb suit, yeah. Everybody keeps telling me how good that one is. So we'll try it, compare it to the new guy. Okay, let's go ahead and actually upgrade our... We should have enough stuff to upgrade it now, right? This is technically a downgrade as of right now. Okay.
Go carefully.
I'm still a big fan of the Ritual Mud Trinket. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, comparing it to that. Have you had the opportunity to compare both? The top Prot Warrior was running 658 bomb suit for 18, so it must be pretty solid. Yeah, I'd be surprised to hear it's better than the Ringing Ritual Mud, just because it's got versatility. Haven't been watching lately. What's the reason you're doing your own keys? I couldn't get into 15s in the beginning of the progression of them, so I just decided to do my own key. You can't compare Prot Warrior gearing and Blood Death Knight. No, but they're just talking about the strength of the trinket. Prot Warrior also have their favorite stat as haste. Oh, okay, so yeah, there you go. That's what I said, like versatility would be way better for survival. So I'm not even sure I'll even compare them, honestly. At this point, I'll probably just stick with the mud. Haste is the favorite with Sandline Death Knight at the same time. Yeah, I'm talking about Deathbringer. Doing the 4 dungeons for the quest lets you buy raid gear? Yep. Yeah, as long as you finish the quest, it doesn't matter how you finish it. It looks like you can probably do 1 dungeon and 1 LFR boss, you know, well, 2 of each basically, but... Okay, we need a Bloodluster. Ritual also gets random CDR from dots. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, could be really low CD. It's unlikely that I'm gonna ever use it on cooldown though, but... Pretty nice. The damage income as blood will instantly blow the bomb suit versus a high mitigation tank. Oh yeah. I wish either had strength you get was more mitigation and DPS combined from the parry and armor to bone shields than secondaries. They 4 DB. No. Whetstone from Quarter Stars is my favorite trinket. Oh yeah. That was a unique trinket, and how it like synergized with the blood, whatever it's called, bloodshot. Strength is better, TLDR. What? Does one of them have strength? Well, if you got Mythic Mud, getting Heroic Bomb Suit seems bad. People are telling me that, like, yeah, even normal Bomb Suit was really good. I've gotten so used to Ritual Mud, it will be weird to not have it. Huge help on Vengeance to set up pulls. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is setting up the pulls. Neither do, but I wish they did. Oh, got it, yeah. I wish they did too. Still remember Legion time walking and people spamming core stars for that ring. Oh yeah, do you remember that? That was unique to the Legion time walking thing. They didn't do that for very long, right? Gonna start tying 15s now too. Got everything on 14 before turbo boost. Yeah, it should be pretty good to get 15s now if we can get people to sign up. Huh. Is there something other people are doing? Or like world content or something? Shocking how few people have signed up for these last 2 keys. A lot of people are spamming 12s. Oh, really? Visions should be live? No, next week, I think, right? They're just spamming 12s. Oh, yeah. Well, we ain't going to be doing that. Now I recall I'm going to have to do a delve before I get my vaults. Pre-gilded. Oh, yeah. We just like turned all of our lower crests into gilded. Why 12 specifically? I'm not sure. It sounds maybe the easiest. Nice mount. Missed those Wrath mounts. Sad. Why? They're still in the game. You could use them. Have you always been playing Blood Death Knights? I played, my first like tanking experience was back in Classic, but my first like modern tanking experience was as Prop Pally. And I did a lot of challenge modes as a Brewmaster. But outside of that, yeah, Blood was always the tank. Visions are the 20th, yeah, next week. I'm just carrying a Prop Pally all. It's fun, nice. $12 is easiest. You can do for the quest for the Dinar, right? I don't think so. That doesn't have anything to do with it. You don't have to do a 12 to get anything. You just do a 12 and, like, at some point have it done. That was all you needed. Alright, now we can take the Druid. What weapon do you use? I just crafted my weapon today. 681 there. Hey, Jernback, welcome. I think you just need Resilient Keys. Yep, that's all. You just need the achievement. Been a while. Hope all is well. Me too, yeah.
This island is home to a multitude of dangers. Help us secure a perimeter by eliminating the most immediate threats.
I thought you needed 4 12s every week. Nope. Just 4 dungeons, period. Hope they bring Tazavesh next season. I like that one a lot, but I don't know when they bring it. What item will you buy first? Honestly, I'm not sure I'll even buy anything at this point. I guess we'd try the bomb suit. I don't expect it to be better. I'm about to drop 800 bucks for whatever seats to see Mexico play at SoFi. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. I hope they revamp an old dungeon like they did for Grim Patrol. Yeah, I guess they might. I don't know. What one would you want to see if you think? Like, there's gonna be a theme to the season, right? So it's gonna be like a void theme. So what dungeon would come? I think it would be a Seat of the Triumvirate would definitely come, but you don't like the Tome Trinket? I have that one already. But yeah, I don't. That's just like a DPS trinket. I don't want that. Bring back Spires of Ascension so I can miss the harpoon and brick a key again. The damage before first boss in Motherlode is absolutely insane. Yeah, it's really hard. Hardest trash in the game right now. We've not done Motherlode in a long time as well. You're a mad lad for doing this poll and reading chat? Oh, it's actually pretty easy now. The extra gear has really helped us. Missed the convo. You said you're getting a bomb suit and testing it? That was what my original plan was, yeah. Might wait to see how it goes for you first. I'm picking between that and mud. Yeah, I got the mud from the vault. That's why we were talking about it before. Yeah, I don't. It's gonna be really hard to imagine it being better just because the stats are worse. Tazavesh fits the void theme with ethereals. Yeah, I guess there's some ethereal stuff in this patch, right?
The city's entrance is located just past this arena. You must hold your ground until we can clear a path to it.
Yeah, we just got Mythic Mud today from the vault. Get a special ring. Is there an actual ring or another item besides trinkets that are worth considering? Will you be running bomb and mud? No, I'll be sticking with the alchemy trinket one way or the other. Just which on use we want to use basically is the question right now. When you get the quest, I see it, but it's not there just for just the vendor. Back for platinum pummeling. Very welcome back. Can you AMS bite from the second boss in here? Yeah, the dot that needs to be dispelled, you can AMS that. Preemptively. Oh, this is it. You guys spawned again now? Pot Warrior is really fun right now. Oh yeah. Glad to hear it. Is that one of the easier first pulls? I was just saying with the gear it's a lot easier now. It's a harder it's definitely not one of the easier ones, I wouldn't say, no. When I combine them like that, it makes it easier, but if you pull out 4, it's probably really hard. Time to AFK 4 LFR bosses for a free trinket. I tried Pot Warrior and got absolutely decimated. Oh, really? one of those pulls that's made easier if you have a team that uses all their buttons. That one is actually just about interrupts, you know. Because if those detonates get off, then you die, but the tank doesn't really have... I can't blind them, so I can't do a lot there. Seems like you have to use Ignore Pain and Shield Wall. That's definitely true, yeah. That Shaman was doing work with those stops. Yeah, good. Resto Shaman is great for the first pull. Definitely. Resto Shaman is great for every pull. Prot Warrior is great, but having to spam 2 buttons that are short CD and off the GCD hurts my wrists. That was a problem I had with Prot Paladin. I guess Warrior is the same now. Prot Warrior is all about Ignore Pain. If you don't press it, you'll fall over. Oh, yeah. So it's not about blocking anymore. That's why I love Brewmaster. Stagger's completely passive. Oh yeah. So is their success rate though. It's quite fitting. You have to ignore your wrist pain to play Prot. Shield block is so easy to maintain uptime. It's just secondary. Oh yeah. So it still matters. It's just not a problem basically. Damn.
Beware.
Excuse me, but Brew is currently doing higher keys than 3 other tanks. Well, that's not what I said, but yeah. Wrist pain to deal with LFR. What's going on? I'm taking a lot of damage there.
Beware.
That's brutal, actually. I saw a chart a long time ago that said Guardian Druid is the highest APM class in WoW. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the idea of APM is like weird. I don't know how that really gets brought up in a game with the global cooldown on spells. I wish there was a way per dungeon to see how much mud gets reduced. Yeah, that would be a very interesting thing to see.
Beware.
That mob's like, what the fuck? He's like under a, he's in a structure. Oh my god. That is insane.
Beware.
Power 16s. I hear 15s are above and above our Brick City. Well, after the changes, I think the 15s are going to be a lot easier, but... Solar Bean, baby. What does that do? Had a healer tell me not to pull whole room on this boss, said I wasn't good enough. Split it into 2 pulls and falls over immediately.
Beware.
It'll still be Brick City, I'm certain. At least for another couple weeks. Yeah, maybe. I like big first pull dungeons like this though. If it's gonna be a brick, it's gonna be a brick right away. Oh, you guys failed the first pull. This one I wouldn't really, it's a big pull by volume, but it's like, I haven't seen anybody fail that first pull. There will always be a certain level where people are going to be stuck at. Yep. We're behind, so less on boss pull. Only time it fails is when 50 detonates go off, right? No, you're looking at like outlier Jernbeck. That's not how you should look at it. You should be looking at like general population success rate. The success of the tank in a 2 is as valid as success in a 20 for the people who are actually playing the game. If all you're looking at what the actual best tank is, then yeah, you can look at that, but that's not what was being discussed. How was your vaults? Oh, good. I got the ringing ritual mud on Mythic, which is funny. The only part I like on Unholy is the first pull and possibly the second after the boss. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a small dungeon otherwise. Partially why I think I like it so much. Mechagon is an amazing run for Unholy now, I guess, yeah. Sounds like there's not very many things that aren't good for Unholy, but we haven't had a lot of success with them. You spend your coin on a Mythic Trinket? I didn't even get the coin yet, but no plans really at this point. I don't know. I guess, like I said, we'll get the bomb suit just to try it out. Excessive flesh detected, where they can do, you can get like surgery for that too, I think. I really don't envy healers on this fight. Oh, really? I'm gonna get that fist weapon on my Havoc Team Hunter. Oh yeah, is that from Dinars, you mean? I didn't realize there was weapons too. There's nothing for DK, I guess, right? Wonder if they'll buff Og in Season 3 since it is dead. I hope they'll just continue to buff its actual damage. That seems like the best thing they can do. The damage is pretty predictable in this fight. People just need to use defensives, right? I think it's the line of sighting, like the frequent line of sighting, that makes it hard.
Warning, excessive levels of flesh detected.
Attention, citizens. Please remain in your domiciles.
Guards are currently en route to quell the disturbance.
In what world is all Og crawling back in the meta? Hopefully no world. That's why I said I hope they'll just keep buffing their actual damage, so it won't ever be looked at as like an irreplaceable pick at the top end. Because Og was always garbage for pugging, but because people looked at it as irreplaceable for the top end, you'd hear this fucking bizarre ass argument where people are like, there's a reason it's in every top key, bro. It's like, oh my god, man. You guys really just have like no ability to think for yourself too. So as long as it's not like, you know, the actual top damage dealer in the game, it will never be looked at like that again in the Pug world. There are only 300k BM monks comparing it to 800k Blood Death Knights. Why would the top 40 matter?
Beware.
What, are we still talking about that Brewmaster shit? The so-called free thinkers, when they see top keys. Level 16, yeah. Well, yeah, we did. We've upgraded to 15 before and did a 16, but won't be upgrading this one, it looks like. It'll take a few weeks for people to like fully max out their gear, and then obviously next week there's gonna be even more power, so.
So, you possess a modicum of skill. It will prove insufficient against my newest prototype.
I played some 16s and got a lot of Augs queuing up. Oh, really? Yeah, we haven't seen any. I almost see no Evokers at all, so. Certainly haven't seen Augs too. I tried to bring Evokers, but sadly they're just so squishy, it doesn't seem like it's a good option. There's one Og in the top 200 keys, so they are hardly back. Oh, yeah.
Beware. Beware.
The Evokers are stuck in 14s because people won't invite them. Yeah, Dev is really good.
Beware.
I wonder if they'll bring Sanguine Depths back. I don't know. I'm gonna look up this meching out place for BFA. I wonder if any cool mounts could be farmed there. I think there's the challenge mode mount or whatever, the hard mode mount still. I don't get why people say Evos are squishy. I feel like yeah, I don't know why they're squishy either, but we've seen a lot of strange deaths on them, so I guess I have to assume that it's accurate.
Do not allow these bots to detect you. Remaining within the
Renewing Blaze to counter dot and rot damage, and 2 shield walls and AoE damage reductions. Yeah, the kit should be plenty. They should have plenty of options in the kit. Preservation is just painful. I tried healing with it at 630. Health bars barely moved. Oh yeah, 630. That's crazy though. We were higher before the season started. They're kind of squishy in the pole when they rip aggro. Yeah, that's definitely not helping their case either. No, I guess we're just gonna end up lusting in the middle of this fight and not having it up for the last boss. Probably just means the key is definitely not in time. I mean, 630 priest healing is topping bars with just one button. Really? Didn't even know priest worked that way. Preservation requires 3 times the work to do the same healing as others, and is very punishing when you screw up the combos. Oh yeah. Damn, rework already. That's crazy. Yeah. I haven't heard a lot of people fall in love with it, so maybe you're right, but Good. Okay, good start. Saw blade out, dead. Did anyone keep track of how much Og was buffed in total? It's 2 15% now, I think. You think someone will try to make a one button macro, I guess, or add-on to follow Achilles' button orders? That's probably just a GSE, right? I'm not really sure how those two add-ons intersect, but to answer the question from earlier, people are spamming 12s because it drops 20 gilded per run. It's what's better than 10, yeah. Okay. Pug 12s are a nightmare. Oh, wow, really? I would if class I would if class discords weren't a cesspool.
Beware.
What are we talking about? The Vover Discord's okay. Oh, really? There's like 6 people in there probably, though. After the Og nerf, everybody left. Is it just me, or was this boss harder in BFA? It was probably looked at as harder because the Tyrannical and differences there still, but no, this is still the hardest fight in here for sure. The last fight's really hard too, but this is just so chaotic. Dev pumps and has unkept AoE. Yeah, I like him too, I really do, but they don't seem super popular, and I guess they're squishy, so it's a big issue for Pugging. Hogs are unpredictable here, yeah. It's like the overload of mechanics in general is really frustrating. To dodge them all, you pretty much like have to focus on nothing but that. GSC is awesome, but for the majority of classes, you won't parse that well. Oh, really? You think the one button thing is going to be better than GSC? Well, I've been challenging people to go on the PTR and test these things, but I have yet to have anybody actually send me any footage or any like evidence of it, I guess. I think if you guys went on the PTR and tested it with Achilles, tested it with GSE, tested it with regular rotation, and tested it with the one button thing, like it'd be a very interesting video. Well, you guys should make it because I don't play DPS. You're welcome to do it, but
Beware.
yeah, I think it would be a very good video for the community.
Beware. Beware.
Achilles is rank 1 parse worthy. I've had countless 100 parses with Achilles. Oh yeah. You're talking about a raid though, right? Like, don't you feel like raiding parses is more about your actual mechanical? Like, it's way more than just your rotation, right? It's not a training dummy where you just sit there and fight one target and stand still the whole time. I recorded a video, but my DPS stinks, so I'm embarrassed. Oh yeah. We're just talking about low keys, and none of that really matters. I wouldn't worry about it unless, I don't know, I guess it's like huge issue. The healing checks here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My man is sitting on Ascendance in the highest heal check of the dungeon, right?
Beware.
I don't believe that Achilles is parsing rank 1 in anything. It doesn't work that way, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't parse rank 1 by using an add-on. That's just not how it works. I've used Achilles forever. I'm also in the guild that he is in. Would you want to talk to him? Ooh. Achille for Frost Mages, I can honestly believe it.
My misguided son returns. I'm impressed you made it this far.
You are no longer my father. Just a malfunctioning
Oh, the
machine
developer of the add-on.
shut
Oh, that's the
down.
name of a person. Oh, I see. Nah, I don't have anything to talk to the guy about, honestly.
The curse of flesh has run rampant across Azeroth, and I will replace it with mechanical purity.
Poor healers got farmed by those bots. Tough one, yeah.
Beware.
I've been using Achilles since Legion. It absolutely can parse 100. That's just not how parsing works, so no, it can't. You're not going to parse 100 just by using an add-on versus not using it. Like, that's not how it works. You have to do a lot more than just press buttons in a certain order to do that. But yeah, it's definitely a great add-on, and I'd recommend every DPS uses it. What's up, Metro? Javalco, I didn't use a Dinar. We didn't finish keys yet, but yeah, the vault went great. We got the ringing ritual mud on Mythic. There's no way people think Achilles is the reason you parse. I think they actually done. Wow, that guy's a fucking idiot, man.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
The void offers no second chances.
Fucking idiots, man. These people are so fucking stupid. It's insane. That's like the biggest fucking dick move ever, man. It's insane. Is Brew playable right now? Yes. Yes, I'll leave and waste not only my time, but everyone else's too. It's fucking insane. Like, that you actually said this shit out loud? How fucking retarded are you, dude? What did he say? I'm done struggle bussing through this shit. If you want crest, spam 12s. Brother, we're 5 minutes away from being done. Shut the fuck up, you fucking retard. Like, how fucking stupid these people are is insanity to me. Yeah, sure, let me just go do a 12 for another 20 minutes instead of just finishing this last boss that we're on right now. God, man, these people are actually just insane. I can't believe how stupid this community's gotten. Like, name one person on the planet who doesn't need crest right now. Come on, man. So fucking stupid. Goes to show, even with uncapped crest now and more item level attainable, it's still not worth it to them. Yeah, it's like, how stupid can you fucking be? We're literally about to get an item upgrade. Like, you can upgrade your item one time by finishing this 5 minutes. And you're like, I don't care. Holy shit, man, you're a fucking retard. You really are. Like, I mean, there's no other way to put it. People are actually just, like, the dumbest people on the planet. Did the druid ignore and log off? Yeah, I'm sure. Like always. Talking about, like, oh, that's a great comeback. I haven't timed to 14, really. Where'd you get that from? You can't put a timer on adventure. People are wilding. They just can't legit waste 10 more minutes on top of already wasting 20. It's just like really fucking, it doesn't even make sense. Like, how could you say that out loud? Go do 12s if you want crest. No, that's gonna take longer than to finish this boss. Why would I waste my time with that? Hey Metro, did you do anything special to get the random enchant module to work on your leveling challenge server? It's a module, so I mean, no. It's just you have to have the module and it has to be part of Azeroth Core. Like I downloaded the repack, so it had the module in it, but if you download like stock Azeroth Core, I guess you have to build the module in or something. I've never done like actual like recompiling of it, unfortunately. I don't understand why DPS leave like that. He's going to spend more time in queue than if he just finished. Because he's fucking retarded. Like, that's the only way to put it. Like, you're actually hurting your own progression by being this stupid. It's insane. It comes disabled in that repack you sent me, but crashes the server for some reason. Oh yeah, I talked about that in the video. It's because of the grays automatically getting DE'd or vendored whenever you loot a gray. So you need to, unfortunately, turn off. Like, yeah, pretty much have to go through what I went through. You have to turn off. There's like a couple settings, and one's whenever you loot an item, it can have the enchants on it. It can't work because the grays can also have the item enchants. So I don't know how to fix that outside of just turning that feature off. And then I just got in a party with a second character. And it automatically, everything green and above will roll. So it's just, it won't work for whites, but everything else will work. He said he was in bear form the whole dungeon. I feel like every time I looked at the stream, he was dead. What did he even... Yeah, I don't even know what he said. I was so mad at this guy. Spent the first half of the dungeon in bear form because he couldn't keep me up. Is that how it works? If you die in bear form, I don't know if it's the healer's fault at that point. Anyway, we need Warlock for this before we even consider it. I guess Mage is fine too. Yeah, sorry that you needed to use defensives, yep. I don't actually know how many deaths he had, but it was most of them were him, I think. Like, didn't he die like 3 times this pack up here? I know he got like chain killed at one point. I don't remember what it was. First pack after the boss. Oh yeah, this pack, yeah. Anyway. Okay, let's see. We need a druid or a warlock. Same IO, Destro, or Balance, which would you choose? Right now we need a Warlock, yeah. How about you support the group with defensives, like any other Death Knight does that's on this key level, before flaming other players in your group? No thanks. I'm not flaming them for them doing anything other than being selfish retards. It's like, that's all there is to it. I don't need to worry about dropping AMZ for them to stay in a key. That has nothing to do with it. Take the Paladin though, that's always a good invite. Then we'll look for some warlocks, I guess. Rude to leave when you got invited and it's not your key, and we're 5 minutes away from getting a crest amount that we can upgrade a single item. Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, how fucking stupid are these people? It's actually insane. Like, how could anybody do that? That's how stupid they are. They literally, like, hurt their own progression. The people who leave in the first 5 or the last 5 minutes are impossible to reason with. Yep. First 5 makes more sense, at least. It's max Q, selfish too. Like, thanks for completely wasting 4 other people's times. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, everybody else in that key wants to get the crest, but you're such a fucking idiot that you'd rather, like, throw a fit because you died a few times in a Mythic Plus dungeon that's a, like, first of all, it's a 16, brother. Like, what the fuck, man? This ain't a 4. Like, come on, man. Deaths happen. I'm sorry that you died a lot and you suck dick at this game. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Just get better. Stop wasting other people's time. The timer is usually pretty lenient, especially in lower keys, to leave in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, I would never recommend that either, but at least that makes more sense. It makes more sense to be like, nope, I've ran the figures in my head. There's no way this key is worth my time. To, okay, this key is 100% worth my time. We just stay for 5 more minutes and we're done. Nah, I don't care anyway. Really weird. I haven't heard the insult slackjaw in a long time too. That's like an old-timey insult. What does that even mean? I'm not really sure, to be honest. What eye level are you now? 678. Not gonna lie, slackjaw was a funny insult. Was it? I don't even know what it means. Oh, who left? Let's take a look at what the actual definition of that means. Implying a lack of intelligence or sophistication. Slack-jawed means literally describing someone with their mouth hanging open that can be caused by surprise, astonishment, or even shock. Insulting connotation. A lack of intelligence. The open mouth expression often associated with slack-jawed can be interpreted as a sign of being simple, foolish, or easily amazed, which can be used to suggest a lack of intelligence or critical thinking skills. Really? Or you can just have bad allergies. Similarly, being slack-jawed in response to something could imply naivete or a lack of worldly experience, making someone seem unsophisticated. Pick the wrong insult. Your item level went up a lot. What happened? I'm in the patch. Or whatever, the turbo boost thing. If you're getting a warlock, you should go all the way with it, with skips, and skip the solo spider tank and the 3 robot pack before it too. I don't know what to do with that, but I mean, I don't, yeah, I'm good with what we got. Just need the warlock for the last skip. You know what, you just pull all the dogs? Doesn't seem like, I don't feel like that would be better. You saved up a lot of crests. Yeah, you can up-convert your other crests, so we had like hundreds of those. I think we had like 300 and I think we had like 300 of the hero tier crest to up convert. All dogs and last 3 pack of the dungeon. Yeah, I gotcha. I would struggle to believe that just because there's so many problems with dispelling on those packs on the dogs. Priest can skip the second to last pack too. Yeah, but we already have a healer, so don't want a Shadow Priest, that's for sure. I'd take a Rogue as well, but I'd rather just Warlock. What's the meta lock spec right now? It seems like most people are Demo, but I've seen better results with Destro. I think Destro's easier to play is probably the big thing. Just too many who can't play Demo to its potential? Yeah, it sounds hard. I don't know if it is or not, but it seems hard based on the results people are giving us. Destro is more mobile. Oh, yeah. That's rare to hear that. It seems like Destro would be the least mobile of the three specs. Oh, you're back. I have a ton of crests, but not enough Valor Stones. Yeah, I need to get those too. You can get them from turning in wax though too, right? Shoot on Chaos Bolts looks dope, right? It does. I agree with that. Anyway, yeah, on to workshop. The forever Warlock wait, just like in theater. It's usually very quick. I've never had it take this long to get a Warlock. Surprised by that.
This island is home to a multitude of dangers. Help us secure a perimeter by eliminating the most immediate threats.
Oh, I didn't put Warlock. What happened? Title went away when we relisted it. I thought our item level was supposed to go up today. It did. It does. It can. It will. Dollar Gaming did a one-button test if you were interested. His team's most classes were between 1.2 and 1.4 DPS single target. Did he compare it to the other stuff? Because I would really like to say, like, I'd really like to see what it was compared to Hakili, compared to GSE, and compared to just regular rotations. I wish they would give Solar Beam to all Druids and Sigil of Silence to Havoc. I agree. I don't know why Solar Beam can't be for, like, it can't just be like a regular talent. Mechagon was that 8.2 patch when they released 2 new zones. What was the other zone? Yeah, we can take a look at the talents, sure. A loon doesn't like cats or bears as much as chickens. That's true, I guess, yeah. If you think about it, if you play Metaspec and use one button, you can legit keep up and do extra jobs on raid bosses. Yeah, theoretically. I guess if you have trouble maximizing that brain power as it is, yeah. I think probably most people don't, but I think it'll help people in moments that are not, like, obvious. Like, you probably don't need to use it every global, you know what I mean? But it can be useful here and there. Like, if I was doing a job that was required, like a taxing job in a raid, I might press it 2 or 3 times, you know what I mean? And that would be it. Have you seen the mini-boss skip here, where you go through the wall before the steam gauntlet? No, I think I've heard people suggest that, though. So many people already call 4-button specs bloated, now we're dumbing things down. Well, it's not about... Nobody's talking about rotations when they talk about bloat. Achille is #1 by far. If you deep dive into how Achille works on the back end, it's very sophisticated. Good. Well, these things won't really stand up to it, I guess, huh? Azralon player, yeah. Do you feel like they should remove the damage part of Bone Storm to show newer players it's for Dancing Rune Open? No, it's pretty obvious if you just read the interactions. Like, it's right below this talent, you know? So it tells you that these things work together, so. They're all, like, all these things in a line should make it very, very obvious. Are you going to take that Oceanic Shaman again? Oh, that's the same guy. I didn't realize. I don't notice. It's all good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Usually people put a Warlock gate down. I need to start waiting for that. It would make it a lot faster.
In order to stop my father, we need to infiltrate the city itself. And that means passing through the Robodrome.
Beware. Beware.
A word of caution to anyone sitting in the splash zone. Watch out for blood!
Beware. Beware.
The Robodrome, yeah. It's a big deal. Kind of scary.
Beware.
Mini boss skips look impossible for pugs. It even looks extremely difficult for non-pugs, overly. I don't even know what it does, but...
Now this is a statistical anomaly. Our visitors are still alive. Time to introduce them to the legends of the Tussle Talks Arena. The Platinum Pummeler, and no mercy for you. The city's entrance is located just past this arena. You must hold
This guy's
your
fire
ground
as well.
until we can clear a path to it. No sweat, pal. I'm putting 20 large
I think he's talking about this boss, the mini boss after this boss.
Beware.
I remember that skip from BFA, you have to meld or feign death them or something like that. Oh, really? I healed with a prop pally yesterday, and every time I dropped Spirit Link, he had a macro pop up and say, "Stop stealing my healing." What the fuck? It's gotta be a joke, I guess. I have to like move from it. I don't know. I love when I have to keep the armor on the big guy for people to stop damaging him too fast. Yeah, that happened in our last key as well, but it's not really a problem. But yeah, I was just thinking it'd be really funny if we actually upgraded this after that guy made such a big deal about the healer. I didn't really think I did that bad of a job. Shit's just hard. Druid has been doing 12s all day. He probably forgot how much shit hurt in 16 and thus didn't play as safe as he normally would. The keys have only been available for like 3 hours though, but yeah. Those people are very confusing, that's for sure. On his red arrow, he's been doing over 5 keys on the 13.5. Could of course been before the patch. Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, he could have done that many done in that time, I guess. Yeah. Is this the same healer from that last run? Yep. I mean, it's a 15 now instead of a 16, which I'd imagine is a massive difference.
Beware.
His Spirit Link usage is very good, though. I would say that. I don't know about anything else, but yeah, I was really happy with that in the last key. What are the Demon Locks even doing? That's what I said. I don't know. I've never seen this spec be impressive. Do you try and do a bit more healing when you're in the link? No, not really. I mean, you have to by default just because it's like doing damage to you, obviously. I've queued with plenty of demos who can pump. They don't lack capability. Oh yeah, the spec sounds good on paper, but I guess it's just maybe hard to play or something. I don't really know the problem. These gunks are the dumbest mobs in the season. It's not even that scary because someone always stops them during the processing unit. It just sucks your healer's mana bar down. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not the most clever like way to make trash pack hard, but it's not that uncommon either to have stuff like this. Surely he's got enough time to ramp. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's actually causing it to be difficult for people, but it's not the class, that's for sure.
Beware.
When there's 3 gunks, it takes maybe 10 to 15 healing surges to get it off. Oh yeah. You're looking at current meters. I think you nitpicked the one full he didn't have CDs. Oh yeah. Well, we were just talking about in general. Never seems like Warlock is like the top and like overwhelming or anything like that. Yes, I see. Warlocks also rarely use their Shadow Blast stun AoE. Oh yeah. Shadow Blast stun, what is that? Hey Robert, what's up buddy, how you been? Love your beginner Mythic Plus videos. Ooh, do I make stuff like? What do you mean, like the reviews of the low keys? I wouldn't say that's what those are, but I'm glad that they're helping. Shadow Fury. Oh yeah, Shadow Fury. I'm surprised to learn that that was added in the Burning Crusade. That's really shocking to me. What dungeon did you like the most from BFA? Motherload. For sure. I love how everyone in chat does rank 1 keys. Makes it hard to like know if what's being said is legitimate because people always contradict each other when they say stuff. This guy did it. Oh, okay. Boxes over there. Didn't even see it. I'm doing 11s at the moment, slowly but steadily getting to 3K. Sweet, you'll get there now. Definitely no problem with the gear stuff. I've noticed WoW players exaggerate a ton. Yeah, definitely a big issue in the game. Everyone in Discord talks like they're 3.5K rated, then you run with them and they make the same dumb mistakes as everyone else. So yeah. There's a lot of people out there who like think just because they know something means that they've like dominated, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I know of a strategy that other people are doing that makes the game easy mode. Okay, but are you able to pull it off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're also doing it just like they are and succeeding at the level they are, then you shouldn't look at this as like something that makes you better than anybody else. But it's extremely common in WoW. Well, you can do a triple backflip and skip 10 packs and the dungeon becomes very easy. Oh, have you actually done that? Oh, you do a 12? Oh, okay.
Warning, excessive levels of flesh detected. Attention, citizens. Please remain in your domiciles. Guards are currently en route to quell the disturbance.
What's going on with this mob? I thought it was like evading or something. People overvalue lust? In what way? What makes you say that? I don't think you really can overvalue lust. It's just a lot of people don't know anything about lust timing and they still try to have an opinion about it. Like this guy's talking about, you're gonna waste a lust. Like, brother, we're not getting 4 lusts in. Like, are you joking?
So, you dismantled a few of my lesser inventions. Let us see how you fare against something more advanced.
Beware.
It's definitely better to hold it for the harder part of the dungeon. Yeah, this one we wanted for the 3rd boss, 100%. Just like Candle King and DFC. You're not going to get 4 in, so you got to make sure you sit on the one to make sure the second, like the better use is the one that is used for.
So, you possess a modicum of skill. It will prove insufficient.
Beware.
What's your favorite dungeon this season? I genuinely don't know if I even have one, but I always try to say I don't have one just because you can't have one. You got to do them all equally, you know?
Beware.
But yeah, the stuff I expected to like and dislike in this season has not gone as expected. Let's put it that way, so. Like one of the dungeons I enjoy doing the most right now has been Workshop, which I never would have expected.
Beware.
But I think it's just because of how straightforward it is. Not necessarily a fun, like it's not that fun of an experience, it's just straightforward. I expected to love Rookery and now I hate it. Oh, really? Rookery was one I was really, really worried about in this season. I thought the bosses were going to be impossible. And that's pretty much the complete opposite. When we did it on the beta, it was like, or PTR or whatever, it was like really, really, really hard boss-wise. And then I would have bet money on Cinder Brew being the most fun dungeon by a mile, and it ended up being one of the least fun for a long time, you know, so.
Invaders have made
Just, yeah, it didn't really play out the way I expected it to.
I want their stench removed from my city. I have activated all
Workery was so simple and low keys, but got pretty unforgiving. Well, then they nerfed it too. That was like totally unneeded. I don't know why they did that. Still shocked at that.
warning.
Doing that is just wasteful. We gotta wait anyway.
Detected. Warning.
Inviting risk into the skip. Summon? Well, who needs a summon? Oh, he's all the way back. It's just like a waste of time. We fucking summon. I guess he's saying that like if he could make it a second time, he might need one. The more I play this season, the less I like Motherlode. Yeah, sadly, that's another one that I expected to be in love with, and it's just not played out that way. I'm installing the beta now. I can record DPS difference between one button and the way I use Achille. Yeah, what I would like to see is you do your regular rotation. This all like, you know, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, however you want to fight a dummy, single target dummy. Or whatever, you know, DPS, however you want to do it. But anyway, regular rotation, no assistance. Then Achille, then GSE, then one button rotation, then, you know, the Blizzard light up the frames Achille type thing instead. Like compare all 5 options basically and see exactly what the differences are. I think it's a really important conversation that needs to happen because I bet Blizzard is end up, you know, they're going to have a lot of variability in how successful their stuff is. Motherlode bosses are easy. The mobs are terrible. Oh yeah. Yeah, the trash is really hard in there. Priory is insane, but I dislike Cleft more, right? Yeah, like I would have expected to hate Cleft when it came out. I ended up like initially liking it because of how easy it was. But then the more I did, the more I realized I ended up disliking it for different reasons. Whatever your main is, yeah, it doesn't need to be any specific class because obviously if it's something you don't play, then it's not going to go well. Yeah, just any, whatever your main DPS spec is.
Beware.
I mean, ideally somebody would do this for every single DPS spec in the game just to help Blizzard out, but in terms of like an actual video, I think whatever you're best at would be most pertinent. What the hell? What? What's happening? What? What's even going on right now?
Survive.
I did not see anything that I got hit by that would have disoriented me. Yeah, maybe I guess I must have, but I did not see that. All I saw was red circles.
Beware.
Mad death, so another failed key. I think the one button rotation is a good idea for players not doing high level Mythic Plus or above LFG raids. Yeah, hopefully it can help with that. The shaman onked. He doesn't realize we only had the one battle res though. Nah, this is over because it's gonna take like mad long now.
Beware.
Swipe it up.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously must have stood in the blue circle, but I did not see that. I guess I'm really tired today, man. I slept so poorly last night, last few days, really. So I guess I just missed it. You got stunned in a blue circle, then hit by orange circle and a gear. Yeah, now that part I ran through a ton, but totally like bewildered at that point.
Welcome to my garden, trespassers. I'll just take a little off the top. My roses are of the highest caliber.
Beware.
If you can't handle the heat, stay out of my garden.
Metro, have you heard of GSC? Yes. Pull it out, I guess. Healer died instantly, yep. Got any 15s timed? Yep. Well, today, yeah, we did DFC, yeah. Will you spam 12s to upgrade your gear? No. Why would players not use that over using the new thing Blizzard is creating? Because it's an add-on, yeah. Blizzard's trying to make like a thing that's not an add-on for people. Okay, another waste of time. This boss is just dodge simulator for 4 minutes, but it's insanely hard. Yep, very difficult. Oh. I was messing around with GC last night and have a friend. We were able to double push a Motherload 8 as 2x Havoc Demon Hunters. It's actually pretty fun to play around with. You mean like you use the add-on and you soloed, you duoed a key? I don't know, some people say a game like WoW that needs so many add-ons to be playable is a sign of weak design. No, those people are idiots. It doesn't, like, the game having a complexity is good because it makes players who have played it a very long time still be engaged day to day in their button presses. If it was very, very boring content and very, very boring rotations, nobody would play the game 20 years later. It's unfortunate that it's played out the way it has because it does mean that new players are stuck. But yeah, like if they ever stripped all the unique interactions that they have with Blood Death Knight, it would be like, I don't know, I'd be like totally losing interest in the game after that. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there and call it a real DC, but hard to tell. I love at the end of seasons when I watch some of your Disband videos, it's always a good laugh. Yeah, there's going to be some really good moments this season, I can already tell you that. That's not totally true. LoL has 6 buttons and it's still super popular. You don't need hugely complex rotate. No, I'm not talking about LoL though. I'm talking about an MMORPG with all these different class spells and stuff. You're talking about PvP too, don't forget. Very different games. But yeah, like I just said, if they ever like just stripped out, like, you know, because think about it, like all these interactions, like Tombstone and all this stuff, like if they ever got rid of all those things, because those are the things you need add-ons to help track with, right? If they ever got rid of those things, Blood Death Knight would be so fucking boring. It would be insane. I'd be really unhappy with that. That definitely wasn't a DC. I mean, he pulled the fight, so I don't know why he would if it was. We'll give him benefit of the doubt there. Lowell has complexity in items and not necessarily abilities. Lowell has complexity in being PvP. That's the biggest difference. Don't need to be comparing a PvE versus PvP game. That's just not a good idea. What is the Atal Dasar of this season? There isn't one. Atal won't have a rival in most seasons. It's too unique. Homogenization and simplification killed Catgirl MMO Final Fantasy 14. Oh, really? I haven't played it, but I know there's like almost nobody who still plays the game, according to Faxi. I don't like that you were kind of forced to get add-ons to be able to play some classes, but I think they will make it work for all classes with the in-game settings. Yeah, it's like saying like you don't like using a calculator for calculus, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's good that things are complex. It shows advancement in the actual like spectrum of the game itself. I thought Final Fantasy 14 died because people disliked the story. It could be all those things, yeah. Also, it just doesn't have Mythic Plus, right? I don't know what the replayability of Final Fantasy 14 is. Dalaran Gaming has a video out where he did kind of what you're talking about. Did he compare the add-ons though? Because somebody said that before. He just compared the classes, but I want to see the add-ons more than I don't care about the classes at all. I want to see how these Blizzard features compare to the actual add-ons that already exist. The Final Fantasy 14 story is a disaster, but the gameplay is great. Oh, really? The story and voice acting is awful in Final Fantasy 14's. Others will likely disagree though. Oh yeah. For Final Fantasy 14, it was a case of good story carrying mid-gameplay. Yeah, I heard at one point the story was quite good. Are you pretty picky when it's your own key, or do you just invite anyone? Yeah, it's gonna depend a lot on the dungeon. Like in a 14, whatever, let's just go. But yeah, obviously we need a warlock one way or the other. I think actually tank rotations are pretty good compared to DPS. Some of the DPS class rotations have a silly amount you need to memorize. What are some examples? Let's see Warlock now. I like the story, but most of the questing is just reading the story, and that bored me. So there's no actually interesting quests. Have you felt that disbands have dropped more this season or the same? Dropped? You mean like, if you're asking me to compare the stats, we don't need to guess anything. We can just look at it. It is slightly lower disband rate this season so far. And we are pretty far into the season now at this point. To not be above 50% is still pretty good. I hear Enhanced Shaman is like playing a piano. Oh, really? There's just a lot of procs, I think, is the thing, right? Unholy Death Knight is definitely a good example. It has a lot of buttons. You should try it sometime on a target dummy just to see what I mean. Well, I don't know about that because we just made that video on the Hakili on Holy Death Knight in the 15, and people were like, of course you can use Hakili on Death Knight. It's just one button or some shit like that, so. I don't know. I can never tell what's true and what's not. Actually, it's kind of funny. Dontrell was so bad that I rejoined WoW in the War Within. Oh, yeah. Arcane Mage is also crazy. I've heard Arcane is complicated, yeah. Assassination Rogue AoE is quite a bit of tracking, plus ensuring you're hitting Envenom on the right mob. Oh, yeah. I mean, that happens with Blood Death Knight and tanking in general, too, though. You always have to interrupt and grip mobs that are not the mob you might want to attack. Your Google Docs is one of the best things you've done. It's so informative and good representation of the pug life. Yeah, I thought so. I'm glad that you agree. I wish more people would use it because I had made it thinking that it would become popular, but it never did. Arcane Mage has a lot to track too, not to mention you gotta do your DPS rotation using Pythagorean theorem to not pull with orbs. Oh, is it really? You have to use mathematics to do it? I don't like the gameplay in Final Fantasy 14. Story and music is cool though. WoW combat feels much smoother. Yeah, definitely. Enhances lots of priority tracking based on Maelstrom stacks and other procs. Gotcha. Flame Shaper Evoker is a bit to juggle to do everything right. I heard well, I don't know about Flame Shaper, but I heard Evoker is like one of the easiest specs right now. Maybe it's the other, the Scale Commander, is that the other one? Will the one button rotation work on tanks and healers? No, it will only prioritize offensive spells. Obviously, like, some of your offensive spells are also defensives as blood. But I don't know how it works with like Tombstone or Short CD. It probably doesn't do anything. Isn't it better for you to do lower dungeons to complete the quests? No, I'm not in any rush to complete the quest. We'll get that done eventually. Final Fantasy 14 is just story and raids, but PvP and Mythic Plus you need WoW, yeah. I think Evoker has less APM. That's what I've heard. Oh, really? Final Fantasy 14 music is weird, and then has lots of WoW type music. Then some bosses will have Japanese weeb rock blaring during the fight. Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. That is like a total turnoff for me. Having an actual song with like lyrics is like, fuck no. Get the fuck out. That is just, that should not be in a fantasy game. Flame Shaper has a lot of dots you need to keep up to get max damage for the big nuke button. Oh, really? Fury is my guilty pleasure. Or maybe Furry. Did you type wrong? Furry is my guilty pleasure. Oh, well, it's up to you, man. What's your favorite dungeon this season? I try not to have one, as you gotta run them all equally. Oh, you didn't you didn't mistype shit. Okay. Yeah, we worked with a guy who had a fursuit, and he did like a video on like his first like public appearance in the suit. This was like 2012 as well. Long time ago. For some reason there's no warlocks today. How is the disband rate this season compared to Dragonflight Season 2? Open the spreadsheet, you'll take a look and you'll be able to see it yourself. I don't know if it's out of my head, but it's all there. Which tank is your least favorite? Wait, what do you mean? To play with? I don't have a least. I don't know why I even gave that question thought. I only play Blood, so all the other ones are my least favorite. I guess if I had to, like, yeah, if there was some hypothetical world where I still cared about alts, probably my least favorite would be Brewmaster. I really don't like the way Brewmaster plays recently. I used to love it. Which class is your favorite? My actual favorite class is not Death Knight, surprisingly enough. I'd say it's Paladin, but Shaman's really close. Shaman's a really, really, really cool class. I like all three of their specs. Same with Paladin. Druid's up there too. I think all three of those are above Death Knight, but Death Knight has Blood, which is by far the best spec in the game without any question, in my eyes. Brew needs some love. I just don't like the way it plays. Even if it was like really, really, really tanky, I would still not enjoy it. But it has changed for the better. I'm also okay, so by the way, this kind of got brought up, but I never talked about it. Mop Classic. Challenge modes confirmed and the Veil restored confirmed on the beta currently. So if so, I do plan on playing it. So we need like I should make like a poll or something like that. Like, do you guys want to see me do challenge modes on Mop? And do you guys want to see me do Legion Mythic Plus when Legion Remix comes out? Or do you guys want to see only live WoW Mythic Plus? Challenge modes, I think, are probably the gray area because that's not really the same thing. But I imagine most people would be good with Legion Mythic Plus. Hey, Chris, welcome back. You'd want to see both. You do you. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know which ones. Like, I don't know when they're going to happen or how they're going to overlap in the first place. So I don't even know if they're going to be fun. Like, my original idea for Legion Mythic Plus was to just try to solo it. Like, I did a lot of soloing in Legion, and I also did a lot of soloing in Mop Remix. So it's probably going to be quite fun to try to solo it. But if people want to see, like, actual, like, pushing like this on Mop Remix, and it's like, oh, I guess, or on Legion Remix, then yeah, I guess we can do that too. Yeah, you can easily solo. Like, any key that doesn't have a mechanic that requires you to have more than one player, you'll be able to solo it. So the only one that I remember not being able to solo in Legion was Arcway. Because that one, like, mechanical boss, he stunned the tank or something like that. Now, that was before we have access to all these things, so I assume the lower CD on AMS and better CD on Icebound Fortitude will allow me to solo that fight easier, but yeah, we soloed every raid. I don't know, did we do Siege of Orgrimmar? I can't remember, but I know we did all of the early raids of Mop and most of Throne of Thunder on Mop Remix solo. It was pretty fun. What would you like changed or added to Blood Death Knight? Nothing, I like it as it is. The game doesn't often allow for things to be added without something being removed, so yeah, getting anything added would likely come at the cost of something else that I already like. I'm really hoping to see people do triple-digit keys on Remix. That's not gonna happen. You gotta think about how much health an enemy has in a 99. I know everybody thinks they're going to be doing, like, wacko damage, and it's probably going to be true, but you're not going to just be fucking, like, you still got to survive shit, you know what I mean? Do you play Unholy sometimes? Never. I've been running a Holy Pally alt, and I love the playstyle. Lots of flash of lights. Lots of flashing lights. Which is also the name of a spell, it's funny. Buttons feel great to press. I always like Holy Pally, yeah. I think it's one of the best specs in the game, too. I like what they did with Sod, how they're making it a DPS spec. Not even that, it's enemy damage scaling. When you get hit for 100,000, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you're not going to survive. There's nothing in Remix that will make you live that. The thing about Remix that was unique was, like, you didn't need to survive because there was no content that would ever challenge you. But if you did need to survive, there wasn't really anything that you can do. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't really like that. So I don't know what it's going to be like this time. Obviously, though, I would expect different powers. But I imagine a lot of it's going to be similar design-wise. So I don't, like, you're just not going to be able to live. You'd have to pretty much one-shot everything in a 99 to actually be able to upgrade a 99. Yeah, I can definitely see people above 50 in Mythic Plus for sure. And also, don't forget, it's going to be different tuning than it was in actual Legion. Like, we're not playing Legion, we're playing something totally different.
Beware.
100% dodge Brewmaster in Legion Remix. Yeah, it'd be stuff like that. Like, that, you'd have to, like, totally go insanity to be able to survive any of this stuff. Can you get the House of Cards trinkets from the Turbo Quest thing? Yes. Lisa, are you running your own key? Yes. Holy Pally is probably my favorite healer unless they're tuned like Dragonflight Season 3. Where you hard cast regularly. Oh, really? Yeah, I like the instant cast, that's for sure. That's why I like it so much, I think, because it's like basically like a melee. You just run around and press a button without casting any spells. I tried Blood Death Knight alt after maining Brew and playing Vengeance. The mobility felt too slow. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get used to that pretty quick. It doesn't really have much impact on the gameplay. The only time it really matters is when other people are racing you to packs. Then you could easily lose threat, but outside of that... What is this thing that you drop on the ground? This? Death and Decay.
The city's entrance is located just past this arena. You must hold your ground until we can clear a path to it.
You don't need mobility if you can bring the pack to you. You definitely need mobility in Mythic Plus, but yeah, like I said, it's... Like, go watch the video from yesterday if you want to see why mobility is a curse in Mythic Plus. So many people just have no idea what to do with it, and they can't make any actual use out of it, so there's no real point in having it. That fucking guy, like, leaping. I mean, I can't even get over the shit he did with that spell. It's insane. Never seen somebody use a spell worse than that guy. The leaping tanks really are a curse. Yeah, it's actually, like, it makes it harder. Yeah, he leaped over the pack. Like, what the fuck, man? How does that even happen? It's so weird. Zooming around feels fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is, but in Mythic Plus, it's just not really, like, you can't do much with it. You have a limited amount of things you can do with it, unfortunately. Leap should never be used as an opener for Prot Warrior. Well, yeah, either way. That's what you would talk about, like how else you're going to use it if you're not using it as a gap closer or something to get in between packs.
Beware.
Leaping is great for kiting to drop bleed stacks, sure. But does that happen a lot? I don't think so. I can finish my I-beam, then dash out of circles, or die greeting. Yeah, I like Charge. Charge is one of my favorite spells in the game. Charge you can't really go wrong with, luckily. Charge is like a reverse death grip, and I love that about it.
Beware.
I use it a lot to leap out of mechanics at last minute to get a bit more uptime. Oh yeah. Brew has a weird charge, but you both meet in the middle. I actually like that, yeah. Clash. Definitely not as powerful, but it's cool. I love charge until it kills my Neon Mythic Mugsy because it puts me in the middle of his hitbox randomly. Oh yeah. I use Leap and Intervene a lot to drop stacks on that guy. The mini boss guy that does the bleed before the second boss in Motherload is brutal for Prot Warrior. Oh yeah, I mean it's hard for everybody. But you don't need Leap, you can just run away from him. He constantly stops to do a spell and you just run away. Clash is rarely taken in Mythic Plus. Oh really? It's such a useful piece of utility, I'm surprised. That was the really nice thing about Brewmaster, was you'd be able to kind of bring a caster closer together, whereas most tanks don't have that luxury. Leap is so much more fun. Well, yeah, but again, we're just talking about the power of the spell. The original comment was that it was not, like, Blood was hard to play because it wasn't mobile, but I was saying it's just not true. Clash would be nice to bring a caster closer, but if your current mob already, you're risking taking back shots. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, yeah. I always use it to try to, like, set up pulls like a little bit more like Blood Death Knight, but does it interrupt spells? Blood mobility is fine, and Death's Advance can actually make you more mobile than a lot of others in other situations. Yeah, because the knockback immunity can be more valuable than anything. It does interrupt spells. Oh, so that's not taken? What the hell? How's that not taken? I also hate taking back shots. Oh, really? In real life, or?
Beware.
Some people take Clash. Brew has a very flexible tree. Good. Yeah, I think that would be a really, really good talent for Mythic Plus. I would use it to many degrees. I don't think that's a phrase. I might try it in intense to test it out. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be a very useful spell, I imagine. Just to have a single target interrupt on an extra spell. One minute CD is kind of long. Oh, it's at 1 minute. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That I didn't know. Dot. Hey Metro, was Vault good? Yes, I got the, well, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I was happy with it, but I got a trinket that I was going to buy anyway, so. I guess no, but I liked it. The only thing we need now are gloves. Or no, helmet, right? Yeah, Mythic Track helmet, that's the only thing that's left. Is that even usable? Yeah, I could fit in here. It's like my own personal storage space. Don't knock me. Our corruption's back this patch, yes, but that's not opening till next week. Did he die again? Okay. Battle res, like instant battle res deaths are tragic but funny. Hey Temp, welcome back. I can totally see a healer reflex panicking and trying to heal you during the AoE and killing themselves. I'm sure it's happened. Didn't that instant B-res death cost you 14 on the last boss a month ago? Maybe, I don't remember. Oh no, that was actually upgraded still because we used Touch of Death or whatever. Pretty crazy. That was with another streamer who actually made a clip out of that. It was cool. Is this still timeable? I have no idea. Probably. Or robot pupper? I mean.
Warning.
I guess.
Excessive levels of flesh detected. Warning. Attention, citizens. Please remain in your domiciles. Guards are currently en route to quell the disturbance.
Did you see the Bilal for? Oh god, I'm gonna get hit by that. Why did you see Bilal forget the name? Muhammad lost the belt. I haven't watched UFC in a while. I did see he lost though. That's like one of the most. I don't know like why people like worship that dude. It's really weird. He was not like when I used to watch the UFC all the time. I thought he was like very average.
So, you dismantled a few of my lesser inventions.
People hate on Bilal. Yeah, there's like a lot of people who hate on him, but there's a lot of people who like worship him as well. It's really weird. Yeah, I heard it was a good fight though. Which is like, I guess, relatively rare for him, so that's good. Is this a Christian stream? What do you mean? You're talking about Bilal, I guess. You can't be average if you became welterweight champ. No one worships him. He's the most hated fighter in the UFC. There's a lot, yeah. You'd be surprised how much I still spend in circles around the UFC, even though I don't watch it anymore. There's a lot of weirdos who just look at that dude as like the best fighter ever for some reason. I'm just talking about average within the UFC though, obviously. Not average compared to me. Same with 0.1% title. You can't be average. You have to live the game. I'm just talking about people competing for the welterweight belt. He's average.
Beware. Beware. Run away, little girl. Beware. 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 Run away, little girl.
Dana is relieved. He lost. That's all I know. Oh, I don't understand the whole thing that's going on with like Islam and Ilya. What does Bilal losing have to do with any of that? I don't understand that. Hey Griffin, welcome back. Hey Ben.
Do not allow these bots to detect you. Remaining within the steam will shield you from their sensors.
Islam was friends with him.
Excessive levels of flesh
What does that have to do with it?
detected. Warning.
Islam is gonna fight JDM for welterweight title now. And what, he was gonna refuse to fight the other guy or something? I don't get it. Islam is friends with Bilal and he didn't want to fight him. Oh, really? Hey Denoise, what's up buddy? Welcome. I don't know, that's like I think the thing that turns me off the most about the UFC now. I guess like years ago I didn't realize how much it was already happening maybe, but this idea that you can just choose who you fight is so fucking ridiculous. I hate that. It totally kills like the competitive avenues of the sport in my eyes. Do you like the visuals of Deathbringer over Sandland? Yeah, I think Sandland's better now, right? But in the beginning of the expansion it didn't have visuals. Now Ilya is moving up to fight Bronx International Fight Week. Oh yeah.
Beware.
But so Ilya wanted to fight Islam, I thought, no? That's what I don't understand. Like I'm so confused. Okay, so now that Islam is leaving the division, there's gonna be a vacant belt. Is that, and then him and Charles are gonna fight? Is that what's happening? Or did I say Ilya? I don't know. I'm confusing myself. But Scythe is the coolest visual. I think it's one of the coolest in the whole game. Yeah. Crossfire Bolt is really, really, really good too, but it's like really just those two. Yeah, it'd be a vacant belt. Oh, okay. Is that what's happening? Okay, that makes sense. Islam has 4 or 5 tile defenses. You should be able to pick and choose. Nah, you shouldn't be able to. Not in sports. That's ridiculous. You should fight the best player always, or the best person always, and that's it. If you don't, then you just, I mean, that's just not sports. Like, I don't get that. I really don't. Like, tell me that LeBron James is not friends with half the NBA, you know what I mean? But he's never gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna play hard against the Raptors or some shit like that. That's, could you imagine if he said that out loud? People would be like, oh my god, the fakest motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, everybody would have such negative things to say about him. You must love boxing. Oh, I can't watch boxing. I tried. I always end up disappointing myself whenever I try to watch boxing. Boxing is everything that's bad about combat sports times 10. The fact that they can constantly just stop action by just hugging each other, it's like, how the fuck is this allowed? It's insane. Him picking is different. He is moving up in weight. It just changes the timing of that. If Bilal was still champ, he'd have defended lightweight instead. Yeah, so if Bilal lost, then he would have fought Ilya, right? Is that what you're saying? When you clear the division, is Islam supposed to fight the number 8 fighter? Yes. He's supposed to fight the next best person, yeah. Just like in sports. The Yankees couldn't be like, well, we already beat the Red Sox last year, or we're not gonna face them again this year. Sorry. Like, that's just not how it works. Charles and Ilya isn't for the title. Oh no, I thought Ilya said he would only fight for the title, didn't he? You can't base regular sports with fighting. That's what I'm doing though, yeah. That's why I said I don't like it as much, because it's like so bizarre how many, like, there's like multiple divisions right now where like the top fighters are not going to fight because of some random, like, I don't even know. The first time I remember it happening was Aljamain Sterling and what was that, Darvish Shelley or whatever. And it was like, wait, this is allowed? Like, that was the first time I recognized it was happening. I had no idea it was even allowed. It's like, wait, what? The number 1 contender and the champion aren't gonna fight because they're friends? Are you fucking serious? Like, that should not be allowed. I've had a hard time watching fighting sports ever since I discovered IRL martial arts. They don't look nearly as cool as movie martial arts. Right, like, and then John's doing it with Tom, and now like Ilya and all this, like, it's just, I don't, like, the divisions, this is the other problem I have with the sport. They don't feel real. Like, it's really weird. It's like if the NBA champion decided to just leave the conference they were in and go to a different conference, like, because they won. It's like, what? No, brother, you're in the fucking same conference. Like, this is how it works. Like, the sport's organized this way. You have to fight in this conference. You can't leave the conference whenever you want. You can't go fight at a different weight and suddenly have like a top rank just because you won at a different weight. It's like, if the weight doesn't matter like that, then don't have the divisions. I really don't get it. I think the double champ thing is stupid. Yeah, it really is. That's what I mean. Like, it seems like the weight classes and the rankings and all this shit, none of it matters. It's just like a pure popularity thing, and you don't even have to be, you literally could have 0 fights in a division and fight for the championship. That's so ridiculous. I don't get it. Why would Islam fight number 10, the ranked fighter? I already explained why, yeah. Again, I don't know why you're bringing up number 10th ranked fighter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he has to fight the number 1 contender every time. Like, that's how it should work. If you're not fighting the number 1 contender, then what is the point of having a number 1 contender? Obviously, he then beats the #1 contender. That guy doesn't become the #1 contender again. So he fights somebody else. But the #1 contender is not the 10th ranked guy. I don't know why you're bringing that up. Like, it's okay to be a dynasty in sports, right? Like, if he cleans the division, that's good. That means he's really, really dominant. And we should appreciate that. But instead of celebrating that, he's like, nah, I'm going to go fight somebody else. I'm in a different division now. I don't get it. I really don't. The Division is a good game. I've never played it. Lightweight is kind of in a weird spot. There isn't really a #1 contender. But yeah, I mean, one or the other. There has to be, but if there isn't, then whatever, figure that out.
Beware.
What do you think about the NBA lottery? Yeah, that's another crazy thing. I don't understand that. I don't understand how a team that makes the playoffs can be in the lottery. I didn't even think that was an option. Cooper Flag to the Mavs? Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully not. So hopefully something happens. But I don't know. I used to love the Mavs when I was young. But I really felt like totally they fucked it up this last few months. So I'd really have trouble supporting them again. But if I was going to support them again, it would be because Cooper Flag was there. I just don't watch the NBA, so it doesn't even matter. He's not going to be anywhere near as dominant in the NBA as he was in college. Gonna be like not Zion level in the way that Zion gets fat and ruins his career, but like he's not gonna be a standout in the league, I don't think. He has too many problems with handling the ball and making the right decision when it matters. He's an incredible scorer and he can score probably over every single person on the planet, but he's got a lot of things he needs to learn about basketball before he can become an NBA champion, I don't think. Not alone anyway. But I guess with Kyrie, you never know. Yeah, I would love to see. People are suggesting that they might trade the #1 pick for Giannis. That would be way cooler.
You cannot elude my targeting systems. You cannot elude my targeting systems. Activating thrusters.
Well, looks like we should have this. Giannis, Kyrie, and AD could be a really, really good team. Yep. That would be a way better team than Cooper Flag, you know? And a way more interesting team to watch, too. I heard about that, but I doubt Giannis will leave because of his brother. I don't know. Somebody said that. I don't know. I guess I misunderstood that. Wait, where is his brother still on the Bucks? I thought his brother had left. Somebody was saying that he had left and he's on the Mavericks now. And that's part of the reason that they thought they were going to trade for Giannis. But I don't know if that's true. It might just be people fucking around, you know? 9 deaths and still able to time it? Yeah, well, obviously the power that we gained is huge. I don't know how many people have benefited from it just yet, but yeah, I imagine everybody gained a lot of item level today. Hey, welcome back. Still have no idea how you say that, but welcome back. Thanasis, I believe, is on the Bucks. I think it's his older brother. I don't know his name. It's on the Mavs. Oh, he's got 2 brothers. I didn't know that. That's what they were talking about then.
Cannon fully charged.
He's no longer on the Mavs. I think he plays in Europe now. Ah, okay. But if he was to re-sign with the NBA, he would still have the contract with the Mavs that he'd have to honor, I assume, right? Dana White is going to announce a bunch of fights later. Yeah, I heard about that. Has that still not been announced? What time do they usually do those? Do you think what, John's going to just retire then or something? Like, what happens with John at that point? Because I don't think they're going to let him just retire without a game, like, or fight, like, that he does, like, a retirement fight, you know what I mean? 7 or 8 PST they do it? Oh, man. I think he was last on the map 6 years ago. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, I thought it was, like, yesterday kind of thing. When the last time he was a Laker in the NBA? Oh, really?
All power to weapons.
Beware.
Nice, he's got 4 brothers? Holy shit. And they're all NBA basketball players at some point? Damn, this, even with those 2 deaths, was still almost doable. 12 deaths, though. That's why I was saying, like, keys really aren't going to get that much easier. Bosses are just too hard for people. 4 deaths, and pretty much, yeah. Not a good showing. Hope you've been good, man. I have pinched a nerve in my thigh. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. I have been good, though, yes.
Originator has been destroyed.
All right, at least we got a different key. It's Rookery now. I haven't done that one in a while.
Gratitude, heroes. Know that King Mechagon's vision
So we're gonna do one more today.
not one my people share. We
Had 4
must
minutes
now
going in the
focus
last
on
phase, then
rebuilding.
yeah,
But
then
if you ever
3
require
deaths,
our
right?
assistance, you need only request it.
I don't even care as long as we finish him. Zalatat laughing at the end is almost as bad as Braun telling you to move out. Yeah, it's funny how she laughs, like it's so hideous, like it's like a cackle, right? Back in time to see my favorite way to fail this key to the post-boss RP taking too long to kill. That is not how we failed the key. I could see a world where Giannis goes to the Lakers, though. Oh yeah, how would they get him to the Lakers? He's not a free agent, right? He has to be traded. They would just like give them the franchise ownership, like, all right, you now own the Lakers, but we get Giannis. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would like to go there, but I'm just saying, like, how does the Lakers get him in a trade? You think Wemby and Giannis? Yeah, that's what a lot of people are. That's like the front runner. It sounds like that the Spurs have a lot of things they can trade for him. It's like obviously the Bucks aren't just gonna like let him walk out the door, you know. Same way they got Luka. Well, that's what I mean. They're done. Like, they don't have anything else to trade, right? Who do they trade now? Like, they basically only got Luka because they just traded AD 1-for-1 almost, but they put a bunch of other shit on the package, right? But so, like, what do you now? Trade Luka for Giannis? Like, I don't know what else you do. I guess Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect. I'm not sure who else. Would you take that trade if you were the Bucks? Austin Reeves is good, but like, does that team help? Like, do they need him? I don't think so. All right, do we need anything specific here? Not really. This one of you guys? It sounds really familiar. We need a blow us, so we'll get you in one way or the other. LeBron for Giannis would be catastrophic. That would never happen. Oh wait, I invited 2 healers. Oh, okay. NBA draft lottery actually convinced me the Luka trade may have been pushed by the league. That's a lot of people are speculating that, yeah. You would take that because if you don't, I think Giannis only has 1 more year until free agency, so you could risk losing him to get nothing. Well, no, there's way better. I'm not saying would you trade nobody. I'm saying would you take that trade for the Lakers when you can get a better trade package from other teams. I wouldn't take that trade from the Lakers. Just people will give up their whole fucking team for Giannis, dude. That's what I'm saying. No, we did have a 2 healer in Freehold, yeah. Because I thought the guy was Og, you remember? It was like everybody on the planet was Og, but this one guy was Preservation. So I just invited him. I saw an Evoker and I thought he was Og. But he ended up being Preservation and we had 2 healers. And somehow we got like multiple minutes into the dungeon before anybody else noticed. Don't act like y'all don't remember when we didn't get CP3 because the owners intervened. Yep. I still remember that. How's them keys doing? Yeah, I thought it would be better today, honestly. Not great. That wasn't all the owners? Yeah, I think it was just Adam, or it wasn't Adam Silver back then, right? What was the guy's name? Ron Sterling or something like that? Adam Sterling? I don't know. David Stern. Oh, okay, close. Metro Parasol skip. Does it skip like 2 or 3 minutes? I don't think it skips anything, honestly. This first pack is so awkward. I think it makes it harder. I think this is the worst way to do the dungeon, but everybody demands it. I don't think it's like that big of a loss or gain or anything, so, but it's all good. We'll just do it. Did you use Dinar? No, I haven't even finished 4 dungeons. At this rate, we'll be lucky to get this done tomorrow. Yeah, no, you're right. Since I'm doing my own key now, you're right. I could just not do it, but it's fine. It's like, I don't think it really saves any time, but I definitely think it's not bad or anything. Like, there's no real way to fuck it up, so. But this first pack, it's so much harder. Can I crit with Mark of the Wild? What the fuck does that mean?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hard part is making the pull happen in the first place. It's really difficult.
The storm perch has been breached and the storm riders corrupted.
Because everybody, like, it goes right to the casters there and runs right past everybody.
Beware.
This is another one we haven't done in a while, huh? It's weird how we just kept getting the same, like, 4 dungeons on our key over and over again.
Beware.
Is that all 3 packs? Yep. Yeah, that's what you need to do. That's why people think it's, like, better to skip. Because it allows you to do that and not go over count. But as you see, the pack's actually hard. Lakers are also meeting with AD this offseason. Oh, he's actually a free agent as well. I didn't even know that. That was a fucking ridiculously bad trade for the Mavericks. Then I didn't even know that. I don't think he is. I think he probably to gauge interest. Oh, is that legal? I didn't think you could meet with team. I know in like NFL and shit, you're not allowed to do that, right? Aren't they meant to wait till the free agent? Yeah, it's a. I know in other sports you're not allowed to do that, but maybe it's not like that in the NBA. I don't know. The NBA is so weird because there's only 5 guys that, you know what I mean. There's really only 2 guys that matter on most teams, so a lot of rules probably are made to be broken in the NBA. Like that whole Chris Paul thing, where like that should never be allowed under the collective bargaining agreement. How the fuck could people just say a trade that is allowed under the collective bargaining agreement could also be vetoed by people? That's just ridiculous. The NBA is like got such backward stuff. Is it true that at the end of the dungeon you scream, "Are you not entertained?" I don't do that, no. You would know if, because I would do it. You would see me do it, I think, if I did it. It would be obvious, yeah, because you'd hear me do it. I'll watch the Lakers again when LeBron is gone. Oh, yeah. What do you mean the NBA is rigged? Are you asking me, or you? Because, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, honestly, based on a lot of stuff. Dallas got today first seed for draft. They had 1.8%. Yeah, no, that's what we were just talking about, yeah. I don't get it. It doesn't even make sense how they're allowed to be in the... I don't, like... How could a playoff team be in the lottery? I don't get it. They killed Arthas and got invincible. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty rare.
Beware.
Happened exactly when they forced to trade Doncic. It's not rigged. A lottery system is just dumb. Well, I think, I don't know anything about how this works, but is it like not even public? Because like people are suggesting that nobody even knows that it happened unless somebody tells them it happened. Which is like really easy to just fucking fake it, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's true or not. Feels like they had to give them to stem the bleeding of Mavs fan. Right, that's what I mean, like it doesn't feel real. I recently went into a deep dive about how Michael Jordan should have never got his deep player of the year. Oh god. And they just bring an envelope, no one sees what happened. Right, yeah, that's like, I mean, how do you say that that's fair, you know? Like, it's pretty easy to lie about that, I think. What's going on with this guy's weapons? Turns out the NBA and the Bulls were padding his defensive stats. So, even if you don't time the key, does it count for the quest? Yep. Yeah, usually it's always there's like never been things that actually require you to upgrade keys.
Beware. Beware.
The only way to make it not look rigged is to do it televised. Physical drawings of the draft a few days before. I thought they did used to do that. But yeah, I don't know why they don't do it like that. And even that wouldn't really quiet the critics of it, but the fact that they don't even do that is kind of weird. People really think NBA would want to reward Dallas for one of the dumbest trades in memory. Dallas owners care more about real estate development and casinos. People think that the Dallas trade was made in concert with the rigging of the thing, basically. That's what, like, I've heard a lot of people suggest. That Adam Silver was like, hey, the Lakers need this trade, you're going to make it, and then we'll get you something even better in advance. Because, like, I mean, it's like, is there proof that that didn't happen? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's, like, no like, due process or whatever you would call, like, there's no, like, visual field to it to watch and see it play out.
Beware. Beware.
Don't think I've ever seen anybody die in this fight. I heard they're just making Nico the fall man for it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But either way, it's really weird. It's either like one of the luckiest things that's ever happened for anybody who actually cares about that team, or it's obviously fake. The point is, why the hell would they do that trade if they didn't have it guaranteed for them? Yeah, I mean, the trade itself doesn't make a lot of sense, right? That's why everybody was memeing on that guy, because he looked like a fucking idiot. The trade is not paying $300 million to Luka and moving the team to Las Vegas. It would be a better conspiracy if San Antonio got the pick. Why? It'll be interesting to see San Antonio with their new coach. Yeah, is that just an assistant that's taking over? Is that what's happened? He's probably the current coach without Popovich on the sideline, right? He was the assistant, gotcha. So it was somebody Popovich picked, and now he's taking over. That's kind of cool. I like that. Do you guys on the other side of the globe already have infinite gear? Infinite? Not infinite, no, but yeah, we already have the second part of the patch. I bought a bunch of bananas and they were green like 3 days ago, and now they're basically rotting on my shelf. What is happening? I don't remember, but there's a reason for it, and it's Easily understood. Look into that. You should Google that. There's some reason for it. There's some way to make bananas ripen extremely quickly, and you might have done it by accident. It's like some gas that I think something, maybe other fruits emit or something. I don't remember what it is, but there's like a lot of science around that. Oh yeah, we need this pill too. Sounds like it's time to make banana bread, oh yeah. They ripen faster, you keep them in a brown paper bag. Is that maybe what it, yeah, I don't remember. I just know there's like a bunch of things. The way they store them before going on the shelf is also different. Oh, really? I guess we're just powers. You're right, I kept my fruits together, so that makes sense. Apparently fruits off gas ethylene, and that makes bananas ripen faster. Yep. Yeah, it's like pretty well understood thing that I was surprised to learn about a long time ago.
The Void Riders follow me. I command this rookery by right.
I can also tell you if you put green bananas in the fridge, they will never ripen. Oh, really?
Beware.
Well, yeah, they need sunlight or something, maybe? You farted around them? Does that make them, that makes them just immediately like rancid? Oh, that guy bubbled it off.
Beware.
What are we waiting on this for? New Spider-Man show looks cool. Oh, really? I don't know. Never been a big fan of Spider-Man as a concept. But I do like the films, like I think they're all solid.
Beware.
Nicolas Cage? Wait, what? As who? More banana tips and tricks? We can talk more if you like about it, yeah. You talking about the fucking old ass Nicolas Cage is gonna be Spider-Man? How's that work? It's a Norse Spider-Man. What does that even mean? Nick Cage as Spider-Man would make me watch the movie. Well, I guess it's happening. Can you AMS the dot to remove it? If it jumps to you, yeah, you can prevent it from going on you, but every time I try to do it, people just run around in circles and it doesn't end up going on me, so I just stop trying. 1940s private detective Spider-Man, that's a thing. I watched that one, that Into the Spider-Verse, but I guess I didn't recognize him as the voice actor of something. I didn't even pay attention. It was a good film though. Black and white Spider-Man and Spider-Verse films with Miles Morales. Huh. I guess I saw it. I don't remember him being in it. Which embellishments to use? The dust thread lining one. Be surprised at how good that one is. It's really weird. It doesn't, on paper you'd think it's terrible, but it's actually really good. When your weak horse says beware, what is that warning you about? That's DBM doing that, so I have no idea. A lot of the times it sounds like it's just warning you about random shit that doesn't have any impact on anything. I've been playing Survival in Kata Classic. I forgot how much I like that spec. Oh, really? In Kata? I don't think I would say that about any spec in Kata, unfortunately. It wasn't until I felt like Kata went way backwards in class design. Wrath started things off on the wrong direction, and then Kata just fucking nailing the coffin with classes. But then Mop turned it around for a lot of stuff, luckily. And then Wad actually went even further backwards, I guess. But yeah, Mop was like the peak mid expansion in terms of class. And then Legion obviously is the future. Fire Mage, Affliction Lock, and Shadow Priest are all fun in Kata, really. so that's
we
good
go
to hear.
down, but there are more survivors to rescue. The lift is out. If we want to keep going, we will
Have you
to
tried
go
Sod with the
down
new Arathi raid?
storyline
Nah, I
today.
wish I could, but I just don't
Follow
have
me.
time. What's going on? I'm the only one here or something? Kata was good for healer design. They finally moved away from spamming your fast, cheap heal. Oh yeah. Merpobble or something. Welcome. Thanks for the sub.
What is that? What did Gorin bring here?
I mean, you can't. What are you guys doing?
We have to take it down.
Oh, they're trying to die, I guess. I was gonna say they're gonna try to like fight their way past the trash. Yeah, no, these guys didn't use the parasol. That's why they ended up over there. So do they just not own one?
Beware.
The warrior should be able to just heroic leap when falling, right? Oh, I don't know about that. He's just standing over there. Why did you guys not use the parasol? Nope is the answer. Okay.
Beware. Beware.
Do other people just like, is this like abnormal that people just don't do it after you bring it up? Because I really don't want to have to sit here and have like a conversation between every fucking dungeon about doing certain things. It's kind of boring. Did you use other features of DBM? Oh yeah, DBM is great. Shows the timers and everything. But I know big or little wigs or whatever is actually better now, but yeah, DBM's the OG, so I stick with it. Haven't had a reason to get rid of it yet. Most of mob specs were built on Kata specs as baseline. Doesn't make sense to dog on Kata and praise mop for spec design when mop relied on Kata as much as it did. And that's not my memory of it, yeah.
Beware.
I mean, mop has totally different talent tree system than Kata, right? So that alone should change the whole conversation. I'm excited to try mop for the first time. It was the one expansion I didn't play. Oh, really? Somehow we didn't aggro there. Oh, I think we have enough time, technically. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to play Mop Classic now. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Mop is pretty significantly different. The whole talent system got revamped. There's some continuity in like healer design. There's some massive changes in tanking and self-healing stuff too. Where like just Monk alone, I mean, I don't know how we could even compare Kata. I don't know every spec ever, but I know Holy Pally changed an enormous amount from Kata to Mop. And I know so did Monk, obviously, because that was not even existing. When Mop came out, I was living in my car, then in an apartment with no internet. Oh, wow. Yeah, Banner. Yeah, you remember those? How was Blood Death Knight back in Mop? I didn't play it a ton. I remember doing challenge modes on it, and it was like fucking squishy. Like, holy shit. It was the hardest one to get the challenge modes done on. But I also sucked at the game back then, like, compared to now, right? Oh, great. Healers offline, sweet. Someday we'll finish some keys. But yeah, I don't know. I was actually considering playing Monk in Kata, or in Mob Classic, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess I should probably do Death Knight, huh? It would be weird if I didn't, but I know Monk's gonna be way stronger. If you play at Metro, we'll have to do some challenge modes together. Yeah, I would love to do challenge modes. There's two things I would like to do, and one of them is challenge modes, and the other one is the Veil dailies. But the thing about, I just thought about it right then. I don't know how I haven't thought of this yet, but like the thing about challenge modes is they're probably not going to be fun at all with the way people play Classic nowadays. Like people are going to demand that you're in like absurd shit, right? Although maybe in like season 1 or whatever, quote unquote, like the first raid, it won't be like that. So maybe I gotta get him while the iron's hot kind of thing, but... Oh yeah, Symbiosis as well. Yeah, I mean, how the fuck can you compare Kata to that with Symbiosis and stuff like that? Every class got like a crazy ass new talent, right? Or a new spell or whatever. They item scale the challenge modes. They do, but there was a lot that you can exploit about that fact. I don't remember exactly all the stuff in Mop. I remember WoD way more because that was when I started doing like hundreds of keys a week or hundreds of keys a month kind of thing. But yeah, Mop was also really like that with the gem slots. I remember from Siege of Orgrimmar gear to the point where it was like insanely, like so much easier with the gem slots. Oh, Mop is the first time Druid gets 4 specs. Is that really? I thought it'd be Kata. Frost Death Knight was good in PvP. Oh yeah, I remember Diabolical used to love two-handed obliterate out on the island of like the Jade Isle or whatever it was called. World PvP. Kata Feral is still Cat and Guardian. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. I thought for sure it would have been Kata that did that. So there you go, another example. The Kata Classic community is so unbearable. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about doing pugs. I thought, you know what, I'll actually be good at this shit, and these people will just look like idiots. But, like, it doesn't even matter, because Pugging Mythic Plus is already like that, and these people are actually more competent than those people are. But I definitely am going to do the Veil dailies. We'll see if I actually end up doing challenge modes. I don't know. I just can't. I guess I should just play Blood, because I really didn't play it in Mop. But honestly, I don't look forward to doing it. I think I would enjoy Monk more. But I'd be probably more successful with Blood, because I understand the class more now, especially after playing Wrath. Alright, we got Barely. I never played Mop. Is Warrior any good? I don't remember all the different stuff, unfortunately. You could do a Monk first and make a DK since you need level 55. Yeah, I'm only going to be doing one thing. I don't have time for... Like, I don't plan on leveling anything outside of... Like, I fucking hate leveling through, like, all these different expansions. Like, I won't level characters there. I will buy a boost, and that will be it. One boost, and that's it. Are corruptions out? No. Warriors struggled at the start of Mop, but by Tot, they were doing really well. Oh, yeah. Well, that won't be a factor this time around. Alright, well that's it for today. Let's get it on the sheet. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully get some more currency. I need to actually, before I go, I need to list that again. Good run, my first 14. Oh, you were in there? Wait, who were you? Oh yeah, you're the shaman, right? I thought so. Sounded familiar. Was in Keys farming Crest, but NBA Lotto was rigged 100%. Yeah, no, that's right. Monk is strong enough from what I've seen. People did 4 DPS runs. Yeah, Monk was basically like a reverse Death Knight. Like, instead of Death Strike, they had Guard, right? It was called Guard. So you'd wait to take a ton of damage, and then you'd put up like a ridiculous guard that would like be unbreakable.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
I also worry that I have like a unrealistic memory of it too. Like, it may actually not even be true. Like, I might just remember something from maybe patch 1 that wasn't like that at the end or something. But I had a lot of fantasy about back then. Like, it was really a big deal, so I really enjoyed. That was like what made me fall in love with tanking, honestly. But was it Mop or WoD where tanks required 0 healing? I mean, I don't think that was ever true in Mythic Plus or in challenge modes. Monks could also do insane threat. Yeah, that's the thing about Monk. It's like super easy to play as well because you can literally just kite the whole way and never lose threat. But anyway, I am gonna get off. I will. We get that in the sheet, right? Yeah. 2 disbands today only. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully get some more currency and stuff done. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.